Right.
That full shit. All right, we are live right now. It's public. Come on. There it is. All right. Boom. Privacy is set to public. What's going on, everybody? And everybody that's gonna be tapping in from I am joined with somebody that was really responsible for, my waking the bitch up in me, to become what I needed to be, to start actually speaking how I need to and stop being such a pansy ass, if I'll be honest with it. The one and only Mr. Richie DeMarco. This is I call him my adopted dad. That's not me being weird on it or trying to make it look. No, this is being for real because this man's been there more for me than most other people in my life. And he has a lot of reasons why he should just wrote me off, but he decided he never did. He might have got mad at me as a legit parent should when they do dumb shit, because especially the dumb shit I did, and yeah, no. He should have beat my ass, but you know what? Yeah, nah. We found out that even though as much fun as I was and willing, no, that's no. And yeah, blind spots is a motherfucker, dude. I will say that with a straight. I didn't realize how bad my blind spot got until my daughter was sitting there doing something and I didn't see her. And I just happened to look. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know you were right there. She's like, I've been here for the past 5 minutes. Oh, so for those of you that have retina issues, definitely get that shit taken care of, and then don't just say, "Oh, nah, fuck it, I'll be fine." No, definitely go get it looked at. But after we're going to talk a little bit about what Mr. Richie is and what he does, and you are a real true inspiration to me for real. Like, you came out of prison with nothing and didn't rat nobody out, didn't sell nobody out, and you could have did everything you could to make a living for yourself. But what you did is you decided to put the sweat, blood, and tears into what you wanted and built what you have from nothing. So while I share it out to groups and getting people in here, Mr. Richie, the floor is yours, Mr. Sir.
Well, I appreciate it. I think kind of hyping up a little bit what I did, but yeah, I built a business from nothing. I did what I did. I did 8 years federal. Okay, it is what it is. I did my time and I came home. 5 years supervised release. They fought against me every which way they could. Made life hard, showing up here with their little bulletproof vest and badge and gun out at a business that I'm trying to build, and just made it hard from time to time. Not all the time, but sometimes. I got down to 42 days left without a violation. They violate me for restitution. Yeah.
Now, for those of people that might not understand what the fuck restitution is, please explain.
Restitution is the criminal penalty, financial penalty that they give you to pay back your quote unquote victims or the government for costs incurred in prosecuting somebody. The particular restitution I had was $136,000. It was joint and severally payable by 7 people, 6 including myself, and 6 and myself. I was the only one that went to prison for an extended period of time because I was the only one that decided not to sign on the dotted line and cooperate with the government. I had nothing to say. I didn't agree to any of their ploys or plots to get other people indicted, and I did my time. Came home as everybody from prison does, pretty much butt naked and broke. It's the life we live. It's what happens. It's what happens when you're, incarcerated. Things go away, out of sight, out of mind. Not complaining about it, not crying about it. Picked pieces up and did what I do. I happen to have a skill set that works.
I met you when you were still working for T&M, I believe, or you were on the transition path.
Well, no, I didn't work for T&M. I had redemption and was taking over T&M. Basically, what I did was I built Redemption Auto Tech. After I had worked for a couple places, when I came home, I didn't like the way they do business. I didn't have any respect for the way they treated their customers. So I chose to go out and do it my way, which is pretty much the way I do everything, within the boundaries set forth, but still my way and my fashion. At the end of the day, I feel like I fell into an industry that I enjoy. I like doing the job that I do. I like I'm not the kind of guy to sit on a factory line hitting a button every day. I get to go out there and interact with different people. I get to make a difference in a little way whenever I need to, whether it's pulling over on the side of the road and changing a tire for somebody, shaking their hand and walking away, or, you know, donating time and money to different organizations within the community. You know,
that is a fact. That is a true fact, y'all. Like, this man literally, and for you local businesses out there, you want to talk about somebody that will happily go into your mom and pop hole in the wall spot and drop at least what I remember when we did that shit, at least $300 just to fucking do it, just to support your business.
I'd much prefer to spend more at a local place than I would at a big box store. They made their money; they can have their money. I'd rather support small local businesses, so that way, you know, they would be happy with what we're setting forth for everybody. You know, we need to help the local businesses get big, not the bigger businesses stay big. You know, the one thing I want everybody to know is I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion a role model for anything. You know, as a matter of fact, I told somebody one day, you know, hey, I can promise you one thing: I am not God's gift to anything. But what I do have is a skill set that a lot of people need. I work in an industry that historically takes advantage of women and older people. I don't like that because this is the industry I chose to hang my hat on, and I enjoy it. The name of the business, Redemption, doesn't necessarily come from a religious background. I'm not redeeming myself and anybody but my own eyes. You know, again, bluntly, the easy way to put it is I tell people all the time, hey, I did a real good job of fucking up the first half of my life, trying to live a little bit better the second. And I feel like the government has made it their goal to make that hard, whether it's on me or anybody else, because this isn't just a fight for me. This is a fight against supervised release and making people pay after they've paid and continue to pay until some little old man on a bench somewhere decides that you paid enough. I don't agree with it. I'm just a small-time mechanic in the middle of Ohio, but I know how to make a lot of noise if I need to. This isn't about saving me from going to prison, which, granted, sure as hell like to do that. But even if I get hit in the head, maybe somebody down the line doesn't because of the noise I feel like making on this stuff. You know, and I found a few case laws that landed in the Supreme Court the 25th of last month. And it shocks me that all of these lawyers in the Sixth Circuit, Southern District of Ohio, I've called every one of them asking for help, and nobody knew anything about it. But all of a sudden, I found it. How does it land to the Supreme Court, but people within the same district don't know anything about it? That's the government keeping it quiet. They're wrong. The Senate changed the wording of supervised release and said that it is not. Specifically removed the word retribution and the word punishment from the law. It is not to be for retribution and punishment. It's to help convicts reintegrate into society and do it successfully. I feel like I did that with help and without help. And I feel like what happened on the 15th took what, by all means, was a success in a lot of people's eyes and turned it into a tragedy for nothing more than restitution. The restitution I was admittedly behind, but I also had the money in my pocket that day and days before that to catch it up, and was told specifically that they would not accept the restitution money because it was non-compliant behavior. There's a lot of people out there that know me. Compliant is definitely not a word that is usually associated with me. But I walked down 5 years supervised release, and the odds were against that from the jump too. The odds were against me building a successful business from the jump too. And what happened was with 42 days left, they decided they couldn't find anything else to hit me with. So they hit me with a technical violation of being behind on restitution. Now, I do my homework, and my homework says that the last time they did an in-depth study on this was 2022. That study said that of the, and forgive me if the numbers are off, but the full number I don't know, but I do know that 1/5 of 1% got violated for technical violation alone and sent back to prison. Of that 1/5 of 1%, only 17% did more than 6 months. They're telling me I got to do 8 months for being $1,700 behind in restitution. I'm not a mathematician, but that math don't add up nowhere.
And personally, knowing you and being there for a lot of this, like watching you try to call your PO and you get pretty much told to go fuck yourself, or her call to threaten you and just to do the shit. Like there would be calls we'd have to go out. Sorry, down here, this is my homie Big Sax and SP Richie. They're kind of co-hosts with me on the actual music part. But SP just got out after doing 12 years. So he
Hey, they violated me. They listen, bro. I got a case in the Court of Appeals right now. Like I just came home from almost 13 years. They gave me 10 years for smoking weed on a violation, but they gave a child molester 9 months on a second time forcible sodomy on his daughter. Like that type of shit don't even make sense, bro. Like, and then his case like that, like restitution. How's that not compliant? As long as he pays it, how's that not compliant? Like I don't understand. Like, but I got a violation in prison. I sent an email over JPay and they said it was gang related communications. They came, violated me, and gave me 3 years more while I was in prison.
Wow.
For a simple email that said, hey bro, how's everything going? You know what I mean? Tell everybody I said, hey, send my love. That was it. If you look up my case now, Google Sean Barr versus Commonwealth of Virginia, it's Court of Appeals right now. So I understand what he's going through. Like the system's fucked up. Like I just did almost 13 years, bro. Like
relief for any of us out there.
Like probation is life on the installment plan. That's what that is.
Absolutely. It's a guaranteed return.
You know what I'm saying?
99% of the time.
Absolutely. We got a saying here in Harrisonburg, come on vacation, leave on probation. That's how you come through Harrisonburg, bro. It's a wrap.
The funny part is that if people start listening closely to what these judges and probation officers are saying, my judge in particular stated on the bench flat out that the reason he was sending me back to prison was to teach me a respect for the law. My attitude on that is if that is going to teach me respect, that's not going to teach anybody respect. To respect somebody that's doing something that is in effect illegal, number one. Number two, if 5 years of towing the line and doing what they ask is not a respect, then I don't know what is. You know, I had one co-defendant that violated. He had a gun, drugs, drunk on a high-speed chase, and they gave him 6 months.
What? A gun and drugs, automatic fed time.
Well, it was a federal case.
Yeah, I got my first time I got in trouble, bro. I got 72 months for a conspiracy, nothing else. They didn't catch you with nothing. They gave me 72 months in the feds for that. First time ever. Yeah, so that shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it's the way the feds work is if the state comes after you when you get arrested on a state case, most of the time they had not yet built the case. They're going to arrest everybody and wait to else.
They try to get you on that conspiracy and all that shit.
It's already built, and what they do is they throw blanket amounts of time on everybody. That's why they have a 98% conviction rate.
Hey, look, when the feds come, they got you. You ain't no beating the feds. When they come, they got you, bro. You might as well go and take the man. I
Right.
said, man, I ain't going to. Yeah, that shit, bro. The feds is when they come, they got you. And now it's up here in Virginia now. The state follow the feds. There's no statute of limitations on drug charges, nothing no more. So the state is retroactive with the feds in Virginia. So they run with the feds. So there's no like the state can build a case on you now. Like the system's fucked up now. You could change your life around and all this shit and be away from that shit. And in 5 years, come down the road and get an indictment. That shit's fucked up, bro.
I called every lawyer that I could think of and every lawyer that was recommended me, and every single one of them said the same thing. Man, this isn't right. It doesn't even smell right or look right, but there's nothing you can do because federal judges are on a lifetime appointment and they have nobody to answer to. The only options you have is an appeal court on criminal charges and small appeal rights on a supervised release basis. But past that, you have clemency. Clemency's man, you might as well shoot for the moon on that.
But what they always account for is they don't account for motherfuckers that get out and want to do better what they like. They account for people that want to be a part of the system because that's what it teaches you. They don't account for people to start their own business. They don't account for people to find a new path in life. And
they also force people back into their old lifestyle by leaving them no other option. That's exactly what I said to the judge is if 5 years of my best didn't pass the bar or pass acceptance, what would stop somebody from doing their worst? They took what was in all effect a success story for other people to look at and listen, I'm nobody important. I just happen to have a skill set. People would tell me, hey, man, listen, I tell people, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I've got all this. Mommy didn't love me. Daddy kicked my ass. I grew up on the streets doing what you do on the street. But I didn't ask for no help, and I didn't use it as a crutch. It's what made me what I am today. And if people don't like that, I'm satisfied with the man I see in the mirror.
And it's like just like locking everybody up who's got an addiction or a drug problem. Start offering them drug treatment programs. Just throwing people behind that wall is not the answer for rehab. That's not rehabilitating nobody. You're gonna send somebody to prison who's gonna come back with 10 plugs who's got an addiction problem. Like,
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you're enabling them. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a fact.
Like
shit, it's easy to get drugs in prison. It's out of prison.
Just say like, oh, I got this, or waiting to do hot. Like,
don't
ever want to get better. How you expect anybody to get better if you keep putting them in people that want to do the same shit over and over?
Bro, I've never had a program, no detention diversion. My program was DOC from the time I was 15 to 38. So I understand. Like, did you ever get a hold of a lawyer? Did you ever get in touch with one?
Yeah, I found a lawyer, and honestly, the way I found him was I must have called 15 of them, and I found one in particular that he talked to me for 45 minutes the first time, told me he didn't like it, but the same thing as everybody else, he didn't see an out. And then when I found his case law, I called him back. The last thing he said to me was, hey, man, if you find something, call me back. I'd be more than willing to help you. So I did as he asked, shot in the dark, and I called him back, and we talked for another hour and a half. At that point, he didn't know if he was going to get me as a client, so that was the guy I wanted. The lawyer I paid big money to, he didn't. That's the other thing. I go to court. I pay a lawyer. Brad Mormon is his name. I highly recommend that nobody ever think about taking this man as an attorney. Okay, I paid him. 3 days before I go to court, I start receiving phone calls from a female that works in his office, who I assumed was an associate gathering information for what he needed. I walk into court with her. It was the first time she'd ever stepped foot in a federal courtroom as the lead attorney. He set me. The judge jumped in her. The first 3 words she said, he told her to stop speaking and redirect her thoughts and address the court properly. She sat next to me shaking like dog shit and razor blades for the rest of the hearing. And
the only reason I was asking, like I said, if you didn't have a lawyer, I was asking if you didn't have one. I had my federal lawyer up here, Sam Hickenbop out of Orange County. He was a beast, you know what I'm saying? So if you didn't have a lawyer, I was gonna put you in the right direction for 2. You know what I'm saying? Sam Hickabob and Troy Abbott out of Harrisonburg, monsters, bro. Like he'll sit
I
down with
appreciate
you,
it, but I think
consultations free and shit like that. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
this guy here is hungry. See, my judge was Timothy Black. Um, he's been all in the newspapers for years. He let people sit in jail past the maximum amount of their time. Refused
Yeah,
to sign orders, this, that, the other thing. But the same man who, as a federal judge appointed for life and responsible for the lives and well-being of his community, couldn't do his work, but he's gonna send me to prison for falling off a semi. Let's step back and the reason I got behind on
Falling off a semi, a torch blowing up in your fucking hand. Like,
I gotta listen. If it's raining outside, we know what I'm getting hit with.
yeah. It sounds like me.
I fell off the top of a semi. I hit my head. Took a few weeks off of work. Had no choice but to come back because we found out exactly how much I do here. And 2 days after I came back, I herniated my L3, L4 with an L3 displacement, and haven't missed a day of work since. But it did drastically reduce what I could do. So money started to hurt. I had the choice of paying my people or paying the courts. I'm sorry if I got the option to pay some rat back for what happened, paying the people that are standing next to me working every day. I'm going to pay them standing next to me working every day, all day.
And if he doesn't get you, make sure you I can vouch for that person. Like, this man knew what the hell I was going through, and he made sure I didn't go home hungry. Ever.
That's what matters, bro. That's what matters, bro. Like I said, I'm all for this. People need to understand, like, behind that wall, they treat the people like shit. Like I understand we do wrong. We go behind the wall and do our time, shit. But we still human beings. You know, the dogs at the SPCA live better than some of the prisons. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this whole thing with that whole case, like, yeah, everybody on the chat, man, share that shit, get that story out there, bro. Get everything going, because shit keeps going. We keep letting shit go on like this. It's gonna keep going. I mean,
the case, if anybody wants to look up the case themselves, it's Esteras versus United States is the case law that I'm trying to get back into the appeals court with. It was heard in the Supreme Court 225 of this year with the docket number 23-7483. And it's something special. It came from the public defender's office right there in Cleveland, Ohio. Hey man, that lawyer up there, man, he did his work, and it sounds to me like he actually cares about what's happening out there. And like
what'd you say the case law was?
The case is Esteras, Esteras versus United States. It was in the appeals court in 2023, and he actually lost at the appeal level, with the dissenting judges even agreeing with the large majority of the case. He had caught outside cases. The judges had made mention that even though the technical violation is what they sent him up on, the fact that he had continued criminal activity was the only thing they were not in agreement to. Well, that lands my case right dead where they want it to be then, because I did not catch a criminal case. I towed the line, built a business, employed the community, donated time, money, and energy when it was fit to do so. And the judge flat out didn't care. When I got to the courthouse, I had a couple people that didn't make it to the elevator in time, so they were just a few steps behind us. When I walked into court, there wasn't a U.S. Marshal in the hallway. 4 or 5 minutes later, when they did, there was 2 U.S. Marshals standing in the hallway, and when he started to sentence me, he asked for them to enter the room, which means that he had his decision made before he heard any oral arguments.
Right. Yeah, he already had set his mind.
Not legal how it's supposed to be.
That is not how it's.
No.
And he once again proves that he is not willing to be impartial, because when he at the last minute he decided he was going to give me 14 days to close my business down. His words, close the business down. We filed for a 30-day extension because I can't do right by the same people that had been trusting me with their time, money, and family vehicles in 30 days. he wrote at the bottom of that 30-day extension that he did grant that he will not even revisit any further extensions, which once again shows that your impartiality is first and foremost. You're not willing to listen to any oral arguments in favor of anything other than what he believes.
Which this is a man that doesn't go to bars. He like the only time you really went out, he would go to the bar right down the street to eat. You wouldn't drink.
I've been drunk twice. We took him out for his.
We took him out for his fucking. Well, he was out at the bar that my ex used to work at, which that's a fucking story and a half. But he was drinking. You never like. I had to go see this shit because you never see him drunk, and he was having a good time. It was a great fucking time because he was doing exactly what he was supposed to. It was before everything happened. The torch blew up in his hand, but you don't see him out doing that shit. If he is out doing that, he's donating. Technically, like he said, he will pick the smallest places out there, mom and pop. We used to do this shit all the time on the road. Even though,
bro, like
he will drop at least minimum $200 fucking just to support your fucking business.
That's somebody gotta have a voice for the guys who's not having a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Like
the little guys.
Don't get me wrong. He comes off like
but sometimes you gotta be like that.
It's real motherfuckers.
Years and years of practice to get it right.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, like,
look, real motherfuckers anymore.
If I'm fucking up, I expect like Stacks or you know what I'm saying, be like, hey, bro, you need to tighten the fuck up, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta that real tough love is what you need, and that's a lot of people's problem. They didn't have like
I just say
that type of shit growing up, like
Zach. Like there's been many a times where like one example, the video of you chasing them motherfuckers down that try to break into the shop.
Oh yeah,
but you see, like you hear stories like that, and you hear him on the phone, especially if somebody comes at him sideways. I do the same shit. He is what helped me understand why I need to be more comfortable just telling people exactly how the fuck I feel. Because if you just let them fucking walk on you and just be how they want, they're just gonna keep taking.
They're gonna continue to do it. Yeah, bro. Like the definition of insanity is like you keep doing the same shit, expecting a different result, bro.
Like
you keep letting somebody go do it.
No good deed goes unpunished. He's the one that taught me
exactly
that because it does.
That's my favorite saying. No good deed goes unpunished. And again, this isn't all about what I have going on because listen. If they knock me in the head and I got to go do 8 months, I got broad shoulders. I've carried more than that many times in my life. But let's not set everybody else down the line up for failure. You know, there's an opportunity now that even if it doesn't help me, we can make some noise and help the next guy, you know?
Yeah, like another thing might be getting an online petition started too and let them know what's going on, get a bunch of signatures. That shit helps out a lot too, bro. Like you'd be surprised with just getting that shit out there.
Well, yeah, we're doing, I'm usually not too much of a public guy. I try to
well, you can do an online petition over Facebook or anything, get people to sign up.
I think this is the one time in my life where I'm looking for help. I usually don't. I'm usually the guy helping everybody else. But this time, here's what happens. If I go do 8 months and I lose everything I own, hey, if they didn't like my best, they damn sure ain't gonna like my worst.
No. That's what me and you said.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Told me what was going on. I was like, you called me while I was at work. He was like, hey, you told me something like, there's no fucking way. He's like, yeah. I'm like, nah. There's no. It was before you got the extension. Like I was saying, that's why y'all see me. I don't ever ask for shit either. And so when I heard it in his voice and him asking me to help him, because usually it's the other way around. Richie's always the one that helps everybody fucking else and then takes a bad rap for it. But the fact that he reached out to me and we were talking about this like every other day, if not every day, and trying to figure out what the fuck is about to happen because literally there's so much bullshit going on. And that we used to talk about this with he said they want to just bring light to his. Let's talk about the fact you got motherfuckers still facing weed charges that's doing what, at least 30 years for weed.
I said the same thing. We were driving down the road and we passed 3 dispensaries in a mile span. And I personally know a handful or more of people that are in prison for the rest of their life for something that they sell legally on the streets. Stuff like that needs to be revisited as well. What they're doing is they're locking up people between the ages of 18 and 35 left and right, and just that age group alone, the majority of, and they're taking away gun rights. They're making it so that way there's no way for people to stand up for themselves and leave people dependent on a government that doesn't do the right thing. You know, they want people to fall in line and do as they're told. Well, that's not what this country was built on. If everybody fell in line and done what they told, then we wouldn't have the technology in the world we live in today.
Facts. And Ken Mason brought up a good point. What we can do, I have a GoFundMe, which I started right before we went live because somebody else is. This is somebody that, again, I will say it again. This is somebody that never asked nobody for shit, and the fact that he has asked multiple people to help him, and I knew this was going to fucking happen. And anybody that's helped me, I ain't talking about y'all. The fact that it still falls on me, which I'm not mad at, that I have to make sure my dad at least gets fucking heard. And I know so many other motherfuckers out there that can actually make sure he gets heard. Fuck every single one of y'all. Because y'all know somebody that's going through the same shit he's going through right now and nobody's doing shit. Y'all sitting there on your fucking ass, waiting on it to happen to you. How about we finally stand the fuck up, like I've been telling everybody for months, and make a fucking difference, or shut the fuck up and move. Point clear? I told you, you woke up a fucking monster, Rich. You like, this is a lot different than the dude that used to be sitting there wondering what the fuck that fucking girlfriend was gonna be doing that night, huh?
Hey, well, look, Jay. Hey, this I'm gonna get with I'm gonna get with my homeboy, and I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
let me get stacks. Hey, listen, I'm gonna start an online petition. I'm gonna read up on his case laws. I'm gonna look his stuff up. I'm gonna start an online petition about this.
Appreciate you.
Try to get all these signatures we need, man, because them signatures help. You take that to the city council.
Hit me up. I'll send you any information you need.
Hey, I'm gonna send Jay everything, like my phone number. I'll give you my personal number, everything. If you need, even if you just need to talk, bro, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you, bro. I'm gonna start this online petition for you. Get everybody in on it. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay said, bro, if we keep standing back, they gonna keep doing this shit. And everybody out there sitting, not doing nothing, man. Like Jay said, man. Jay knows him. He's never asked for nothing, man. Y'all can't simply hit the share button or the like button. I like, man, get that man's story out there. Because what if that was your dad or your brother sitting in the same place? Wouldn't you want somebody to stick up for you or you know what I'm saying, for them? So, man, get your ass up and hit that fucking, do something. This man needs you. You know what I'm saying? Jay needs you. Hey, look, if you ain't here now, then fuck you. That's how it is, bro. Like, you can't be there for somebody. Y'all want to sit back and watch all this other shit, man. This man going through some real shit.
I appreciate it, fellas.
Hey, you know I got you, boss. Like, that's so, you know, it's fucking mind blowing to me, literally, that there are so many people that owe you a fucking favor, and the torch blowing up in your hand, and you still kept fucking going. Like, he's a mechanic, that's his skill. How the like I can vouch for this too, because you know I don't have any feeling in my hands, so I cannot. So it's hard for me to want to. I love doing construction work because I just love it. I can't do drywall if I don't have any fucking feeling in my hands.
Nah,
he's still going out doing his fucking thing, even though he really can't feel.
February of 22 is when that happened, and I'm just recently, in the past probably 90 days or so, starting to. I feel cold. Cold is pain. I'll tell you that. That's about the only thing I feel. I didn't lose use of the hand. I just lost feeling of that. I can move it just as always, but I have to look at it. And it took me a while to retrain my brain on how to get through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did.
Yep.
And I don't know if I'm dumb or
you can
whatever
send me
it is. I kept going when anybody else would have quit on numerous different occasions. I pushed all in because the way I look at it is like I said, this is an industry I enjoy, and I don't know what I would do. I'd get fired anywhere else. People, I'm an asshole. But hey, I give the right price for the right service at the right time. And
you don't like being talked to like a bitch. That's what, like I said on my podcast. So there's no bitch in your blood, just like there's no bitch in mine. No bitch in theirs. Like certain motherfuckers understand that. Facts.
Bro, I'm not just gonna lay down unless somebody walk all over top of me, bro. Like if I gotta go down fighting, I go down fighting. But at least they gonna know I was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna lay down and tuck my tail and shit. That's the same type of time. Like that man, he's being wrongfully. It's unjust. You know what I'm saying? What they trying to do to him. Like Like it's fucked up. It's the same shit. Like I said, I got fucking almost 11 years for fucking smoking weed on a violation,
Crazy.
and now it's legal. Like, I think 3 more years for sending an email. Are you
Bro, our
fucking
fucking
kidding me,
president's a
bro?
felon. Why is all this bullshit still going on with people?
Because there's not
Man,
because the people that they're doing it to are considered by a lot to be less than perfect people. So they look at it as, well, it doesn't affect me, but it does. It affects everybody because today they're stepping on the convicts. Tomorrow, it'll be everybody else.
Exactly.
You know, hey, the only difference between somebody that's got convicted of a crime and all these suits and ties out there is they ain't got caught yet, and they're doing worse than what anybody else did. How you going to give a pedophile months and give somebody, a grown man that got into a fist fight, years? I don't know. Maybe we should start beating up on the pedophiles and we'll get less time.
Well, it's just like with the stand your ground law too. Like me, again, this is why I did what I did. I went away for a little bit. My record's a little fucked up because I didn't let nobody put their hands on me after I got him off. Richie knew about this story. I told him this shit. He laughed his ass off because they tried to set me up with a gun because I knocked the motherfucker out for warning him twice. My dad was pissed off, but this motherfucker was like, dude, you shouldn't even warn it once. As soon as he came close to you, end it. But it's fucked up now in society. Like I used to be a boxer, bouncer, everything. You can't put hands on nobody that comes at you anymore. You got to sit there, take it like a bitch, and just say, "Don't touch me, don't yell at me," and record it. Otherwise,
or how is it? It's you can't like king of your domain law in Virginia anymore. It's like if someone breaks into your house, you're supposed to try to exit your house. There's no protecting your house. There's no you can only use equal force. So if he's got a bat and you shoot him with a gun, you're going to jail up here. You know what I'm saying? Equal force. That's all you can do.
You value your items more than you value his life. Nah, bitch, he shouldn't be in my shit.
Nah, man, fuck, I got babies that lay their head down. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
fucking,
and it's,
this is my home.
Talking, now what's wrong? We have a society out there that's going to sit there and look at this like, oh, they're hard asses and blah. No, it's just unfortunate. Y'all forgot there's real motherfuckers out here.
There's a time to be hard.
Morals and principles. There's like there's morals and principles. It doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like your words, like that. Like you go to prison, you got two things, bro. Your word and your balls. You better not break either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing applies out here. If anybody's ever read the book 48 Laws of Power, that tells you how to take the outside and turn it into be a successful. Like that was a good. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't ever read it? Read that book, 48 Laws of Power, man. But
how's that old saying go? If you pray for peace, prepare for war.
Yeah, pray for peace, prepare for war. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Facts. You know, and I know some people watching this. Oh well, that's the wrong attitude to have. I don't think it is because I came home. 8 years on ice isn't forever, but it's especially in this day and age, it was a long time. And I came home to a different world than I left. And one thing I always say is there is a need for violence in the world, and the government being the first one that always commits to violence. But violence breeds respect. Respect keeps people in line where they're supposed to be. If you can't respect the person you're talking to, when I grew up, man, hey, you said something wrong, you got punched in the mouth. You had two choices: learn how to fight or shut the fuck up.
To answer your question, Ken, what's the money is raised? Get the fucking lawyer and at least fight this shit. And again, if it still goes away, nah, we ain't gonna let this shit go. Even if he goes away for 8 months, because you know what, y'all, I'm going after my record to get this shit changed because I am damned, and everybody else that deserves to get their fucking record changed with petty ass dumb shit. Because like they said, there are so many out there that it ain't even conspiracy no more. There are well documented cases. Fucking change that. Cases of motherfuckers that should have went away for a long time but didn't, even though it was the same circumstance, same crime, but one little off thing, either whether it was race or money.
What they do is they arrest everybody and get them to tell. They offered me blanket immunity 3 times before I ever got sentenced.
Ooh, speak on that real quick on what blanket immunity is, please, for those that might not know what it is.
Blanket immunity is you tell on your neighbor and we let you go. Hey,
it's like catch 3 and go free.
Crime is not worth punishment if you tell on somebody, then how is the crime worth punishment if you don't? Okay, you want somebody to accept responsibility. You can accept responsibility without passing it off on somebody else. I did what they said I did. I never denied that. That's why I stood in the courtroom and I said, yeah, that was me. But I also stood in the courtroom when they tried to name co-defendants that didn't do things and said, no, that was not them. That was me. You know, you want to accept
the feds did the same thing.
It's not about sitting in front of a court and saying, please save me. Hey, I can't say I'm worth saving, but I bet there's a few people out there that can. You know,
bro, everybody worth saving, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody worth saving. You're still, you know what I'm saying? Your situation, just because somebody else got money, your shit's no different than any. I mean, you're still, everybody's shit matters, bro. Like, it's like, once again, you keep letting it go on and go on and go on. It's just, nothing ever's going to change if nobody even tries to apply themselves.
Well, how many documentaries and shit have we seen of like real severe bad shit of people that have multiple track records that got let go and nobody really did shit? But
exactly.
Yet, you have people like you, him, me. Like I hate this shit, but you know, if they run my name, they like when my ex accused me of what she did, and then they surrounded the building. They legit had to surround liability because you ran my shit, it runs up.
Absolutely. Bro, when you see you get pulled over, it's a wrap.
Even though I did technically assault a police officer, but he was off duty, drunk, and not in uniform. Just a random ass dude with a fucking gun on me that would not leave me alone and grabbed me.
Well, that could have been anybody.
That's what I told you.
I was defending myself. I feared for my life, bro. He grabbed me.
Bro,
I didn't know
I've been
what the fuck was
boxing
going
since
on.
I was 4 years old, and if you come in my arm reach, end you.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. You got
like, oh,
it's like COVID. You got to stay 6 feet of a bubble around Jay. It's like COVID, 6 feet back.
And also, you know, because my ex, I walked in on my ex's son humping a pillow while touching my daughter, and because I didn't want to tell the truth on that situation, I took the fall for beating on him. So I also have assault on a minor too for that shit. Oh yeah, nah, bro.
Wow,
you want to talk about taking? Oh yeah, nah. I'm going back and taking every fucking thing. This is just a start because I'm going after his shit, your shit, everybody that fucks with me shit. Because I'm done. I am so fucking done. Our president is a fucking felon, and we're still fighting. I can't get a bullshit apartment because my record.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like people
in the laws at all these
people like us, like Jay, myself, Richard, like, and these people are like still there's people that can do things, man. Like there's people like people don't understand, like just being heard is a big thing, man. Like the right person hears it, man, or you apply. Like we gotta do something because this shit's been going on forever, as long as I can think back.
Well, how legally this shit works, it's never the fucking motherfucker that actually did. It's never the motherfucker that suffers. That actually you can tell. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do to make somebody look like a piece of shit nowadays is just convince one motherfucker. And that other motherfucker is going to keep going and going and going. And because everybody's so fucking afraid to stand on their own because we have no fucking
free thought out there anymore.
Listen, everybody got an opinion, bro. Stand on your own beliefs. You got to follow the next man because he goes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand on with the fucking just morals and principles.
The judge
like,
straight told me, he was like, even though, because I grabbed the kid and I wanted to smack the shit out of him, but luckily he tripped, but I did intend to hurt him. If it would have been 10 years ago, they would have let me walk. But because nowadays, 10 years, because of how they had to charge me because I had intentions to hurt a kid, even though I didn't hurt. Nah. Bruh.
These
same reason why I got a bullshit ass
DV
case.
And they're
all just because he wanted to take off with my daughter to another state and bury me. Bruh, like, that's exactly. It's so easy to convince somebody that
when's
you're a
next
victim in society. It's not hard.
It is.
I don't have a court date.
It is.
I don't have a court date. What I have right now is on the 15th of next month. I'm supposed to turn myself in at the federal court building in downtown Cincinnati to begin serving 8 months. What we're going to do is the lawyer
have you filed an appeal yet?
$7,000 is what he wants for the case. And that's
$7,000
discounted rate because we're going to.
That's what the GoFundMe is around here. I just got to attach some shit to it.
And what happens is we got to. I've got to come up with the money to give him enough to file another stay, knowing full well that Judge Black is probably going to deny that one, and then we can push it into the appeals court faster because not getting a stay is going to wreck this business that I spent 5 years building. And if that happens, then there's a collateral loss that we can attack immediately. So what the course of events goes from here is get the appeal filed, hopefully get a stay. If not, begin serving a sentence the 15th of next month.
You got to the 15th of next month. Well, hey, look, my uncle, like Jay's talking about veterans. He's a member of the VFW and stuff. I'm gonna talk to Stacks right there. See if maybe we can get a fundraiser, get together, try to help you out, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna do everything I can.
I just
or like a little
I got to go.
little concert type shit.
I'm cool with that too. Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna talk to Stacks and.
So I need your email and everything when we get off here, Richie, so I can make you the collaborator on it. That way you can put your legal documents and all that in it. But I already got the GoFundMe and everything set up. So I was thinking
I'll talk to him this week. Yeah. I'm gonna do I'm gonna talk to Stacks there. I'm gonna see if I can get it for like Saturday or Sunday next weekend, and probably Saturday and do a little concert, you know what I'm saying, like a charity type thing. Like, hey, kind of make a little slideshow what's going on with this, you know what I'm saying, him, stuff like that, and see if we can't try to raise a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody got to do something. So, like you said, this man don't ask for nothing, man. So, I'm going to talk to Stacks.
If I get lucky enough to get past this, I hope. I don't want to. This, like I said a few times, it didn't just about getting my ass out of a pinch. Yeah, if I get lucky enough to duck this one, I don't want it to die there. I think we need to continue to make noise on the same platform.
You definitely need to make. You're setting precedents to what the level. Like Jay said, there's levels to this shit. Like you're setting. You know what I'm saying? You're not just thinking about yourself, bro. You're thinking about the next man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters. Like it might not affect you, but maybe you can help out the next man.
Y'all are meeting really the inspiration for everything I am, because this man used to go. He was one of the few I ever seen actually going on and being real with himself, because even though I can't play him on here because I will definitely get flagged and restricted, he used to go live daily with Daily Fucking Foreigner, because this man is again a mechanic, and he is one of the few out there that is open 24/7. Not only did he tow your car to the shop or your truck, he would work on it on site, and then there was a point in time before everything, you would have a rental car available for motherfuckers to just get a hotel room and pay for it yourself.
Yeah, I work on everything from motorcycles to semis. It doesn't matter. What I always say is, if it's got wheels and they built it, I promise I can build it better. And
absolutely.
And I make it a point that, like, I don't. For example, people ask me why I won't tow on the police rolls for the police department. There's a lot of money in that, and I have flat refused to do it because I told a particular law enforcement agency that I will not tow for them because I don't think that the criminal justice system is fair and equitable, and I will not put myself nor any of my employees in a position to have to testify, sit on a stand, or in any way, shape, form, or fashion assist law enforcement in doing a job that I don't believe in. 99% of the time, I would tow Rex and Rex alone, and they told me I couldn't choose. So I willingly give up probably $750,000 a year to stand on what I believe in. People tell me I'm crazy, but I'm also the same person who put myself in prison for 8 years, staying on what I believe in.
And my dad, he owns KK's Transport and Recovery out of Warrenton. So I know what you're talking about, that towing. Like, we did parking enforcements and stuff like that. And that police list, I would not go. Every time a cop call, I was not, nah, Dad, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, that's crazy.
And you want to talk about, like, respect to authority? Like, there be time with the asshole neighbors he had on the shop, because, obviously, he worked 24/7, and most of the time it'd just be him. I watched this motherfucker work 2 straight days, and then eventually his body just gave out, passed out, crashed out in the chair.
Bro,
in the middle of telling us what the fuck to do. All right, we all looked around like, what the fuck? I sleep
more in my office chair sometimes.
We were like, what the fuck? He was like, I guess we just let him sleep. And he called us. He's like, why ain't y'all working? We're like, all right, let's get back. But you want
bro, but like I said, it's gonna be all right, bro.
Like, same with SP, like y'all, like y'all could have went a whole other way with what the fuck happened with y'all, but y'all chose to put it towards something else.
Bro, I was setting
how you were at one point, but there's ways to make this constructive and make it positive.
Like
But yet
and like
y'all
Stack
still
said,
got a
bro, he
label.
says
Let's fix that.
you
Yeah.
can. Oh yeah, I'm still labeled, bro. When you run if we get pulled over, bro. They run my name. It says use extreme caution, high ranking gang member. Oh, bro, when it comes, it's like the fucking HPD, Rockingham County, the fucking
You just sit
white
there waiting on
horsemen
the
come
second,
riding
third, and
in.
fourth car to pull up.
I'm at third and fourth
You
car. I'm
want to
talking about
sit
the 10
there
cars.
and have
Yeah, I'm
some
in the system.
fun.
I'm STG. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
STG. So anywhere they run
I
my
am as
name,
well.
it's fucked. Yeah, I'm STG. I mean, security threat group. It means
Yep,
you cannot get
I
a
am as well. They
passport.
got
You can't get nothing.
what do they call it?
I'm on gang
Violent
probation.
leader organizer is what they call it.
Yeah, I'm on gang probation. So, but
I
it's
just like to
crazy,
ride
bro.
motorcycles.
Absolutely.
Well, it's funny, being how I like monitor your relationship on this. So, like, literally watching people try to treat you with disrespect and wonder why you're an asshole. Well, if
Like, yeah, like, motherfucker, I don't have a problem with my anger. You got a problem with it because when you piss me off, I'm gonna beat the fuck out you. That's what. And then people think they can talk to you any type of ways. Like I told people, like, I didn't let nobody talk to me like that in prison. You think I'm gonna do it out here? Like,
Right.
you can't. You got to, like he said, bro. He gave up $250,000 and to stand on his beliefs, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That says a lot, the character about that man. And I could already take because Jay, bro, it's the same type right here. You know what I'm saying? You can see
told
where
you,
you
like,
know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like.
Hey,
Same with
bro,
my
like
brother
that you
Brian
could,
Lovely in the chat. I don't call him my big bro and my dad for like that's if I see
yeah,
me
he
as I
speaks
see who
highly.
I
Jay
want to
speaks
be.
highly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wish who would be. I see who why I go the way I do because that's who I want to be.
yeah.
My inspiration is to
That's
be.
a role. That's like a role
Yeah,
model. That's
I'm
a
not used
yeah,
to that
bro. So
having
yeah,
like me and Richie sat down and talked about my relationship with my dad.
yeah,
He would literally sit there. He's like,
yeah,
"Your dad's a bitch." I'm like, "Thank
yeah,
you."
bro. Like, yep, same. Hey, bro, same here,
Like,
bro.
no offense to my dad.
Fuck,
I love
and
my
my
dad.
dad.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But for
yeah,
somebody
bro.
that actually,
Nah,
everybody in my life
you,
has always been afraid of my dad. That is one person I know for a
bro.
fact will go to fucking war with me. Everything ever because
Yeah, bro.
again, but I love my dad. I'm happy he's a deputy sheriff now. Good for you. But
Yeah,
there's a past that it's kind of
this
funny.
ain't
But
going. Yeah,
yeah, nah. But
yeah.
it's just funny to
Nah,
sitting
bro.
there finally
You can
after
tell.
being my whole adult life. In my whole life, nobody ever wanted to be that role model for me. And this dude, who is one, you get told that he has a fucking I know we don't want to talk because proud of you, Richie, for the path that you've gone, but this motherfucker has an article from his past. Nobody else
Me
has
too.
that.
Multiple.
Hey, what the fuck you
Multiple.
gotta say? Hey, yeah, they ran my name and satellites started linking up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I know where it's
Right?
coming from, bro. But
Oh,
it's
somebody
like the same type of thing. Like my dad, piece of shit, bro. Still to this day,
like my dad's
mom
not a
gave me
piece
up
of
for
shit.
4 months
Like,
old. I mean, he's a piece of shit. He gave me up 4 months old. You know what
oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like my grandma, like I told you, bro. That's why my grandma every Father's Day she get a card. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the mother and the father the whole time growing up. So
Uh,
like I said, bro, it's I know where you're coming from with that because shit, my
it's
grandma's been
crazy to
the
sit
whole
here
thing the
and
whole time.
be wonder like I have multiple like people that know me or seen things are like now I understand like because the reason why my dad doesn't come around is because of when I first got found out
Yeah,
with how bad my brain
yeah.
is, I wouldn't want to look at me either. But I have great people that have wanted to step in and be. I'm just not used to that. I'm used to people just being there for a little bit and
Certain
then
reasons. You know what I'm saying? Or
that's it.
trying to see what
Or
they can gain out of it. You know what
so
I'm saying?
besides my grandparents and a select few, like that's why love, family, bub, like all that shit means certain things to me because that shit I'm
Yeah.
not nah. I don't like people
Yeah,
getting
like
close
it,
because as soon as they get close, they remind me why I'd
bro.
rather be by my
We
damn self.
we talked about this. I think it was Saturday on your last one. Me, you, and Smokehouse was there, bro. I told y'all I'd rather have somebody who's loyal to me than someone who says they love me because everyone who said they love me has walked out of my life. But that person who's loyal and I know they're there for me, they gotta have love for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they're loyal to me. So I'd rather have loyalty, you know what I'm saying, over that love any day.
Ken want me at like why we here today? We just lost him, but this is the guy I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks and asking people to help get eyes on. If y'all got to catch his story, we try to get him back on. There he is. Um, there you go.
I'm back.
But nah, trying to bring light to his story because you want to talk about somebody that literally he talked about at the beginning. Redemption is the name of the bill is what he had because you probably heard me say this is because he is inspirational why Straight Savvy is what it is because he taught me to be the best person you can be and be true to yourself. This is my adopted dad, Richie DeMarco. He's going through a really fucked up, unjust legal situation, and we're trying to bring light to how fucked up this shit is. This is why something I've been talking about a lot lately with a lot of things because we have a felon that is a president, but yet we still have people that are in jail currently dealing with on marijuana charges. And while we have pedophiles that come in and out of the system, and then I was gonna talk about that shit whenever I do my next conspiracy when I talk about Hollywood and all that fun shit because it's so much bigger and why shit works like it does, and they make everybody look like fucking tools, especially felons, because you're supposed to fuck up. That way you can go back because as long as you're in there, you're a check. You're guaranteed.
The biggest money making things in the world are war and prisons.
Hey, Virginia prisons off one inmate. $62,000 a year is what they get paid. $62,000 per inmate. They only feed you trays in there. It costs 28 cents per meal.
Yeah, I did the math on that as well. The federal system costs $35,630 to incarcerate a federal prisoner for 1 year.
Yep. So you figure, and then the jails.
You're telling me that $1,700 worth of restitution is worth $35,000.
And then the jails charge you like up here. Certain jails charge you $1 a day or $3 a day or something like that. So you figure it's just the money. Everything is revolved around money.
So that goes back to like even more of a fucked up thing when you think about it too. So then why are all our veterans suffering and there's that money being made?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be going towards the prison, which as being an inmate in fucking, BCJ and Justin County and that being a Fed holdup and shit, I know this shit works on a certain level too. Like, I ain't trying to, but I get it.
But all the rest of that money is supposed to be
COs because you got a lot of these motherfuckers that are working the same shifts over and over, and maybe one or two in a pod.
So you're telling me?
So where the fuck
is the COs up here? You know where it's going, pockets.
Exactly, but you got people out here suffering that went over and fought for our country, or people that are trying to do right that are still getting.
Yeah, man.
Where's the money at?
Look at the work release centers. 90% of the work release centers out there are owned by corporations that the judges are involved in. The judge will send somebody to go be a resident in the halfway house that they are part owner of.
Everything is.
We kind of touched on a little bit. Sunny Brooke, she's an awesome supporter in the chat. She's also somebody that was helping get eyes on things. She asked a question. It's like, what are the
shout out to Sunny?
What is the specifics of the actual case? And do you have a specific lawyer in mind? Yeah.
Of the original case or of this appeal?
Pretty much the whole thing, because that's pretty much what they're trying to fuck you on, right? The original case
started in 2012.
Yeah.
I was a member of a certain motorcycle club, and we just did what motorcycle clubs do. And there was an election year indictment. The prosecutor ended up running for public office. I was sentenced to 8 years for RICO. My particular case was assault on a federal informant, mail fraud, and money laundering, conspiracy to commit money laundering. Basically, I got in a car accident and got a check, and anything I spent money on after that was all of a sudden money laundering, but that's neither here nor there. The assault on the federal informant, I'd say the same thing I said to the judge. I didn't know he was an informant. I thought he was just an asshole with a mouth. And it happens, but I didn't deny the crime then. I don't deny the crime now. I went and I did 8 years of my life for smacking people around, a federal informant. If anybody's worthy, I say he is. But regardless of what the original crime was, I did the 8 years. I came home. I did the 5 year supervised release against every odd that she put in front of me. Initially, they didn't want me to start the business because by supervised release laws, you're supposed to not be self-employed because they want your employer to be a rat for the federal government. They want your employer to be a babysitter and to tell your supervised release officer if you're not doing right. And I've never been not self-employed. Like I said, I'm a mechanic. I'm a grease monkey. It's what I do. It's what I enjoy. So I fought the not being allowed to be self-employed. I started out as a mobile mechanic doing all mobile. Then I opened up a small shop here in Hamilton, Ohio. It was a small 2-bay shop. Was doing that for 6, 7 months, and then I got lucky enough to obtain the towing company across the street and the 6-bay shop that it has as well. And for quite a while, I had both sides of the street running both shops. And the workforce today is shit because everybody wants to sit back and wait on the government to pave their
So,
way for
so,
them.
so you own your own business now? You own that towing company now?
Yeah, I own
What's the name of it?
Redemption Auto Tech,
Redemption
Redemption
Auto.
Roadside Service, and I purchased T&M Towing. I kind of brought it in under everything else, but Redemption Auto Tech and Redemption Roadside Service I built from the ground up. I work on
Okay.
everything from motorcycles to semis, and this is what I say is I'll never be conceited enough to say that I'm the best at anything, but I promise this: when the subject comes up, my name's in the mix.
You got to know you're the best. Like Jay said, you know you're the best. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell yourself every day because a lot of people can't do that
What I
type of
do
job,
is
bro.
I
You
use the
got a
towing company. I
great
use the
trade.
towing company to feed the shop. When if I send a
Absolutely. Yeah.
truck out, I of course always offer my business as the end place. But there are a few shops. What I don't do is ever offer my place in the place of some of the shops in town that treat their customers well and treat their customers the
Yeah.
way I expect them to be. So if a business is out there doing what I consider to be good business, I tell that customer, hey, listen, we have a shop, but I'm going to take you over there because so and so does a good job. They treat their people well. They treat their customers well. I try to make
Right.
my place that. At the end of the day, I don't want anybody that works for me running out the door. I don't care if they're old lady and kids show up. That's the kind of place I want where everybody hangs out and you know some of us ain't got no family, so the people we bring in our lives are our family.
That's facts.
Sir.
That's facts.
I can vouch for that. That's why he is what he is to me because he's seen what was going on in my life. And he's like, motherfucker, you need guidance. And I fought him for a while. Then I was like, you know what? You were right, Richie.
I just used to tell him I'm bigger than he is. I'll push him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, man. Like, and it goes back to
You
like
think
the
you know that
kids and stuff
MMA
like
shit?
that.
Boy,
Like,
I'll fuck
yeah,
you up.
yeah, beat your ass.
And I used
And
to, I
then
would never get mad at it. I'm
hey,
like, because that's the kind of,
that's
well, I'm used to that shit because I'm used to, I never
yeah,
got, like,
yeah,
my dad never told me, I do just right hook to the fucking face. I don't say that, you see, I didn't say that
yeah.
shit with that's just my reality. I'm used to fucking violence.
That's
So when somebody actually tell them, like, damn, at least you care because you didn't hit me. You could have just beat the fuck out of me.
yeah,
And I know
yeah,
you can because I watched this motherfucker yank up a fucking motor from the ground and eat that
I'm
Oh,
getting
shit.
old
yeah.
and fat. I can't
yes,
run.
sir.
And well, like I said, bro, that type of shit right there, like you can see the bond that y'all built. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
like I said, it goes back to like my kid's situation, stuff like that. Like, it takes anybody can be a father. It takes a man to be a daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's what my grandma used to tell me all the time. Anybody can be a father. It takes a man to be a daddy. And for you know what I'm saying, y'all to have a bond like that, y'all can. That's
Yeah.
what being there for each other really is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you say you're going to ride for somebody, then ride for them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of the same subject that Mr. TJ was talking about earlier, man. You
There's
say
only
you want to
been,
be there, be there. Don't fucking do that dumb shit.
he's
Be
the
there
only
for that
father
man.
figure that called me up besides my grandpa to call me on my birthday. I'm like, I don't, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
so, and then if I wanted me to go do something, I was like, I appreciate that, but I got my son now, so but still always offers to want
The
to hang out
thought
because I ain't
the
talked to my
thought that's
dad in a
all that
year and
matters, bro. Yeah, the
a half.
thought is what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like him
Yeah.
calling and say, "Hey, you want to go?" Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. Just for him taking up the time to text you or say, "Hey, it's Jay's birthday" or whatever. Hey, you want to go do something? Hey, that's all. That's all you need, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's
he,
why
he was
when
looking like he was getting skinny. He was missing too many meals.
yeah, JB. Hey, JB cooking, bro. I see them video every morning. I get on Jay shit, see his little video or his little thought of the day, and he be in there whipping that shit up. I said, man, god damn, I'm about to take a 7 hour drive somewhere, fucking go down to this cafe shit.
well, man, it's just I got tired of sitting back and watching good people get fucked over, and then especially when the person that means one of the few in my life I can actually say means the world to me. Because is getting the ultimate fuck over and trying to get his everything he built from the ground up. So what the fuck inspiration is that to me to keep going? What inspiration is that to the next motherfucker behind us that looks up to us to say, damn, I look up to that person. What happens when we go away? Because the rest of the motherfucking sheep out here are too afraid to actually stand on the motherfucking podium and say, hey, yo, fuck all them. Come this way. They're trying to weed out all the real motherfuckers. So like you said, what happens after the silence?
I'm no role model for sure. I can teach somebody what not to do in life for damn sure.
Yeah.
But the one thing I always say is that, hey man, nothing I do is magic. There's plenty of people out there that can do the same thing I do. I just try to do it a little bit quicker, faster, and smarter than the next. But if I can do it, anybody can. All you got to do is wake up, put your feet on the ground, hold your head high, and keep on stepping.
So Sonny asked to go. They already told you the 8 months, no matter what the fuck you do.
Yeah.
So after this 8 months, are they actually finally fucking done? Or are they going to try to find some more shit because they can't take who they really want to take?
And that's exactly what my worry is, because this whole process started 15 years
You're
ago.
originally supposed to do what, 5 months?
No, it started 15 years ago when I was. They gave me an 83-day violation of house arrest. They sent me up, and on the 81st day, I watched them raid my house on television from prison. And they came down and they swooped down and gave me 8 years federal time. And at the end of that 8 years federal, they said, when you get done with this 8 years, it'll be a new.
Go back to state, do your violation.
Go on and do everything. And then you get out and you got your 5 years paper. And they say at the end of 5 years, you'll have earned your way back into just doing it your way. And at the end of the 5 years, I get 42 days shy of 5 years, and then they're going to go ahead and give me 8 months. So the way I feel is, where is it written in blood that at the end of this 8 months, they're going to crawl out of my ass and let me live life? You know?
Yeah.
I work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 5 years of my life. I busted my ass to build a successful business against all odds. And now they're going to try to take it away, in my view, for nothing. It might be a technical violation. There might be some people that say, well, restitution is restitution. I agree. I paid it.
Not when they're fucking refusing it, though. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah,
how are you
bro.
take away the livelihood that I built and then ask me to pay money? You want your time? Put me in house arrest. It's not all about sending somebody back to prison. Just like that law says, it's not about punishment. It's not about retribution. It's about preserving what's best for everybody involved. Yes, I dare anybody to say that what I've done in the past 5 years isn't the right thing and isn't the successful thing. And if they can take it away from me, they can take it away from anybody.
Well, and as a former employee, real quick, instead of being their son on this, I want to speak on this. There was a couple of people that we had, that did some dumb fucking stupid shit that we had to go and sweep the fucking truck, sweep the shop, just to make sure everything was cool. Because these dumb folks are doing ridiculous, stupid shit.
Dumb shit.
Because he is really about that's a business. That's his livelihood. He is.
That's how he put food on the table, bro. That's how he feeds his kids and shit. Yeah.
Do better. He did better. So what now?
And what I always said is, like, I try to do what was best for those around me. For example, when I went into the courtroom, I had a letter from the chief of the Cincinnati Veterans Administration, the VA, where we would donate time, energy, and money to the veterans, because that's one of the causes that I have in memory of a friend of mine who passed away. So I would do as much as possible for the local veterans, as well as a local organization that we donated time and energy. We redid the playground for the kids, put different things here and there, and the judge didn't pay no mind or no heed to the positive things outside of doing the right thing. Hey, I'm supposed to do the right thing anyway, but the above and beyond that of helping the community, giving back.
When you read the documents to me, I straight sound like you might as well went back and went straight back to the club.
I could have.
None of what you did for the past 5 years meant a fucking thing.
I have said it numerous times in the past few days. I feel like I wasted the last 5 years of my life and gave up all of the fun things that I could have been doing. I could have been, spending time with the people that I care about. My old lady gets mad at me on a daily basis because I'm working to build a life in the future, and they just took that future away.
Hey, so I know Sonny asked earlier. Do you have a lawyer in mind that you're trying to get? What's his name?
I do, and I'm horrible with names.
I'm trying to write all this stuff down so I can take it and get everything started. Like I said, I'm gonna start that up. What's his name?
Hold on just a second. I can tell you. You guys still there? I hope I didn't lose you when I'm flipping through this here.
Yeah, we're here.
All right. The lawyer's name is Paul Croshaw. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What was his name?
Keeps ringing.
I think he said Paul Virgil.
Did he say Paul?
Yeah, he said Paul Virgil.
All right.
I think so.
Paul Croshaw is the name of the attorney.
There you go.
Listen, the man took time to speak to me when he didn't have to. So
all right.
That's why I chose him. He seems to care about the situation, and I know this. Brad Mormon was supposed to be some high-priced attorney, and he sent me in. He didn't even show up to court. He sent me in there with his associate who didn't speak on my behalf. My supervised release officer didn't even show up to court. She violated me and was not even in the courtroom to speak about why she violated me or allow me to defend myself against any of her accusations because she wasn't there to cross-examine. Talk about a sham of justice. That's one right there.
Well, like I said, I told Jay, me and Stag, I'm gonna talk to my uncle this weekend, see if we can get the VFW down there, bro. Put a little fundraiser on, and whatever we get raised up, I'm gonna send it to Jay. So try to help you out as much as I can, because I wish I had somebody out there was fighting for us when I was in there. You know what I mean? That's like you said, that's not for me. I'm out here now. Now maybe I can help you, and you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna do it for. So like I said, we're gonna try to get a little fundraiser thing. Me and Stacks, a little concert to go down there to VFW and see if we can get you some shit raised up, bro.
I appreciate it, and I said it a couple times, and I mean it wholeheartedly. It's not if I don't get my ass out of the pinch on this, it is what it is. But
we're not gonna stop fighting though.
Noise so somebody else down the line doesn't get hit as well.
I mean, even if you got to do the 8 months or whatever case may be, it doesn't mean we're gonna stop fighting. It doesn't mean we're gonna stop. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm gonna try to tackle everything. Maybe get it set up for next weekend or something. And you said the 15th, but we'll see what we can come up with, bro. Like everybody out there, man, share this story for real, man. Like your voice is gonna matter on this one. Like
a fucked up story that this shit needs to
change, bro.
That's the point of this, yo.
I'm gonna get with Jay and stuff, and I'm gonna talk to my homeboy, get an online petition started. I'm gonna get it on my page probably up by. I'm gonna try to get it up tonight or tomorrow morning. And hey, everybody, sign that petition on the online petition, man.
Hey, the flip side of it is the one thing that outside of the appeal courts that avenue that's out there is the President Trump has the ability to sign basically commuting the sentence, leaving the charge in place, but commuting the sentence.
Have you ever wrote the governor or anything like that and asked him
the president
you know what I'm saying,
is the only one that is above a federal judge. And I have a hard time believing that the president's going to ride down and say some lump mechanic in Hamilton. But
wasn't there some governors that just pardoned some people not too long ago? Wasn't there some governors that pardoned people not too long?
The vice president is from the town next door, so maybe somebody put a bug in his ear, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, look, bro. Look, bro. On my end, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you, bro. Everything I can. I'm gonna get my homeboys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we can do, bro. We're gonna try to get some shit taken care of. Like I said, maybe you might not see the silver lining now. Oh yeah, you said I bet. Well, I'm gonna send Jay my number and stuff like that, bro. Like I said, even if you just need somebody to talk to or something, just hit me up, bro. Like, or Jay gonna have my stuff. So yeah, bro. Like, whatever we can do. Because like I said, this right here is fucked up. Like your case, Jay's case, my case. Like how many more people you think's just getting fucked over by the system?
Oh, this is just a drop in the bucket, guarantee
And it's
that.
really not even
How many
about
people
us.
you
It's
think that's
about the
doing life in
motherfuckers getting
prison
by
for
that
something they
deserve
didn't
this
do?
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
For
what the
something
fucked
they
up
didn't
part is.
do. How many
Or
people's
I don't
doing
want to
life?
hear nobody.
even more than that, how many people are doing life in prison for something that's legal now?
I mean, listen, man. I did 72 months in the feds. Got out 9 months and caught that 10 piece. So I was out a year in the last 19 years. So I already know, bro. They give you so much time on some shit that you should get smacked on the wrist on, or fucking, you know what I'm saying, get buried on, and they give you some shit. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like when they sentenced that man before me, and he gave him like 9 months and some change for that shit on his daughter. I got 30 more days for contempt of court. And I was like, man, you just gave this chomo fucking 9 months. And he's like, wash your mouth. I said, man, you suck my dick. He's like, that's 30 days. I said, bitch, you just gave me a decade. What the fuck's 30 days? You know what I'm saying? What the
Right,
fuck?
staying on top.
Yeah, tell it, bro.
Same thing
Bitch, you
happened to
gave me
me
a
back in
goddamn fucking decade.
1998. I sat in the courtroom back on a modification to get let out after having done the right thing. The man in front of me had a pedophile case on his stepdaughter. They let him out of prison, sent him back to the same house with this victim in the house, and sent me back to prison. When we got that elevator, I added a few months onto my sentence because I gave him what the court didn't.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you know what they say in the feds? There's two type of people in the feds. People who didn't tell and people who wish they told. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. They say.
This is what I've always said about
Damn.
that, right? Is they come down and they
That's
give
some
you an
deep shit.
offer. And anybody,
Yep.
any human being out there sits and thinks about what they've been offered and what's on the line. But the
Shit.
difference
Hold on.
between
Yeah.
everybody else and a man is everybody's going to think about it. It's how long you think about it and what you do with it after that thought. And
You
it was
had
real
two
simple for
Narskia
me.
implanted into the fucking when I was working for you.
I've always portrayed myself to be a certain type of individual. I feel like I'm trustworthy. I feel like I stand for what's right, and I stand on what I say. And if I would have done anything less than what I did, which was keep my mouth shut, do my time, and come home and rock it out for what I wanted, I wouldn't have. I would
Bro,
have not
you
only
ain't got
lied
no
to
reason. You
everybody
ain't got
else,
no.
but I would have lied to myself, and that was the pill I couldn't swallow. I couldn't
Bro, you ain't
look
got.
myself in the mirror every day and shave
Internet,
without
you
wanting to
explain that
slash my
you
own
earned it.
throat.
You ain't got no reason to hang your head, bro. You came home, did that shit. You got successful businesses. You got everything going. Don't let these motherfuckers bring you down on yourself. You know you did everything you're supposed to do. It's them fucking assholes who's fucking up, bro. So don't fucking look down at yourself, bro. Shit, hold that head up high, bro. You did a lot of things that a lot of motherfuckers can't do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers go back to the streets or go back to fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait till you
that's
see the
hats off to
video of
you,
the
bro.
fucking torch blowing up in his hand, because just that fact and no one being in that shop and what could have fucking happened, this man's still here for a reason. He doesn't deserve this bullshit. And I'm not trying to make it all about
torch blew
him,
up in
but
my
this is
hand
just
because
something
I
personal
took
to
it
me.
and ran for the corner so nobody else got hurt.
But that came
Hey,
right
bro,
close
like I
to that
said,
other fucking tank and everything else. Like that was fucking. There's usually oil and shit around the shop too. Like it was fucking crazy. And this man still kept going. And
this man's fighting for his freedom out here, and all these people, like all y'all guys sitting there on Facebook or whatever, and they can't take 5 seconds, hit that share button, get that shit out there, man. Like this, there's other people out there in this guy's position, like for real, bro. Get that shit out there, like.
It's just unfortunate.
We sat back here fighting about dumb shit.
Like this because it's life.
Yeah,
but
yeah, bro. Like you fighting about dumb shit, like what type of milk you gonna buy and shit. You fighting over shit like, yeah, why don't you fight about some real shit, like shit's gonna affect people's lives and lives to come type shit, not shit that's just in the moment type shit, man. Do something that's gonna set precedents and shit. Like this shit, man. This shit's pissing. It is pissing me off to see somebody else go through this fucking shit, bro. Like
was not look at what I was dealing with
Vice
now,
President.
but look at down the line. I tried to build a business that was not just for me, but for everybody around me.
And you did that. There's no reason for you to think that you didn't, bro. You will get through it, bro. You've been battling shit like your whole life. You, Jay, like people like us been battling. Like we done hit the bottom. There's no way for us to go but up. You know what I'm saying? So something's got soon happen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna work. I mean, I'm not gonna say who knows. You might have to do it, you might not do it, but something positive is definitely gonna come out of this, bro. Like you just gotta keep that
If I gotta
negative shit
go,
out your head, keep that
if
negative
I gotta
energy
go
away, bro.
do
I'm
8
telling you,
months,
bro.
the only that it is what it
Only
is.
think
But I
about it,
hope that
you'll
in
go
my
there.
doing that 8 months, a light is bright and shining on the fact that there's plenty of good dudes out there, both men and women out there, that
Absolutely.
get stuck in a system that is designed to not allow them out.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know,
bro, it's easy to get
the
in. It's hard
system.
as fuck to get out.
Yeah, it's that. Listen, if everything I've done over the past 5 years isn't enough to get yourself out of that system, I don't know what is. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
if my best, if 5 years of 20 hours a day, 7 days a week is not good enough, it kind of. I've never been the type to run. I don't hang my head. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. Every time I went to jail, I was supposed to be there. Probably lucky I didn't get caught for worse. And
Hey,
I never
I'm some of
denied
the
it.
shit I did. What I got
Right.
caught for?
It
I'm
is
glad
what
I just
it
got what I
is.
got.
But the
Yeah.
if coming through all that and still changing the tires on the side, minimal stuff. So what? I changed the tire. I shook the man's hand and drove away. I don't need your money. I got some of my own, but you have a nice day.
That's
Or
I guess
donate
the
the
morals
money
and
to
principles, bro.
the people
I've
that need
seen
it.
this dude straight up hand a homeless person $20 just to do.
Yeah.
Well, I used to hand out my business card and $20 to as many of them as I could.
You want a
Here,
job real
call
quick?
me. You want a job?
Like,
Call me. You want a
you gonna
job?
come?
Call me.
Like literally, like
And
how
like I
many
said,
other
there's
small
people out
like
there
nobody else
like
is doing
him,
shit
bro.
like that.
There's people out there like him who's giving guys like me coming out of prison the opportunity to go to work for him or something, vice versa. There's guys out there that's really good dudes, bro, that's going through some bullshit right now. Like guys that don't deserve the type shit. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like I said, this shit pisses me off because I like what I went through, what Jay went through, and everybody else going through the shit now. Like, it's bullshit, bro.
That's
It's
why I reached
bullshit.
out to you
Like,
and asked if you wanted to jump on with us when we did this. Same with you and Stacks and Smoke because y'all can speak. Y'all know about this shit too. It's fucked up, bro. It's bullshit.
bro,
And I know we're not the only
you
ones that want to speak on this shit. It's just unfortunate that we're the only ones willing to go ahead and say, "Hey, yo, fuck all this." We're not going to
Hey, bro,
drag
I
this
don't
shit.
give a fuck.
A
For the next
common,
motherfucker, y'all keep telling us
sense
shut the fuck
approach
I
up.
to
like to
criminal
smoke little
All
justice.
y'all that
bias.
keep trying to tell us to shut up.
I'll go for that.
Yeah. Bro,
Like,
look,
nah,
when
we
you
done
asked
with
me to
that.
jump on here, bro, I said, shit, fuck yeah. What's up?
Like,
You
we
was
done
talking
with
as
that.
soon as you said something about, I seen you post that shit about your dad shit, and I was like, you was like, bro, I was like, bro, you see what I did instantly? Post, boom,
Bro,
sent that shit out. Like, look,
just the simple fact, I don't ask nobody for shit, especially personal
yeah,
shit. When I say this shit, and motherfucker,
yeah.
so at this point after the night, don't ask me for shit because I literally mean this. I've been saying this to multiple people. I have so much shit in my personal life plus my business life. I don't need to keep reaching for nobody. So if you don't want to fuck with me, cool. I wish you the best. I'll share your shit still, but please, for the love of God, let me do what I am. Those of y'all that ain't been paying attention, now you kind of see. You seen him, Country Boy Kev. I worked my ass off to build all this shit. Now my dad's going through shit, and y'all heard about my grandpa. So I have my Alzheimer's foundation that I'm working on, which he was going to help me on. So now he's about to go away. So what the?
We still gonna do that too.
I
We
know
still
that,
do
but it's
that.
just annoying as
We
fuck.
still do that.
My
I know.
one of my
I know.
main ones is about to take a massive L for fucking what? So another fucking pedophile can run off to go make somebody else fucking rich. Fuck all y'all that believe this shit. That just sit back and just sit on your ass. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
Because you're so worried about what the next man thinks about you or your opinion. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, shout out to, I seen what Darren, she said, no man, like, exactly. That's the fucking problem because everybody wants to fucking play the part till it comes time to it. I've seen this man check a lot of people. I do the same shit. We're not hard asses, but we are about that fucking life. Don't sit there and act the part if you're just going to play it because we're going to check your nuts.
Everybody want to be gangster till it's time to do gangster shit.
Because
hey, why not,
we're
bro?
tired of taking shit and trying to do better in life and keep taking. I've seen people, we would be out working, be on the fucking side of the road, something fucking happened. We show up, just random fucking black SUVs tinted out. Y'all know what they are. Just sitting there waiting.
Just riding around. Yeah, just riding around. Yep.
This man had GPS trackers in the fucking truck, and we had a dude literally that we were wondering, like, bruh, y'all, if y'all know what a narc is, you already know. We're like, man, and he checked
Two
it. This
two
dude
weeks before I
literally
got
was
busted,
on all
Jay.
day at the fucking downtown and had no record, no nothing, and lied about it.
That's crazy. That's
Bruh.
crazy, bro. Hey, 2
And
weeks before I
instead
got
of
busted, I
doing
started seeing the
what
same
he should
cars and
have
shit.
done,
You know what it is.
well, instead of doing what his background says he should do and being violent about it, he didn't. He did
Yeah,
it
he
like a
chose the
fucking
alternative route.
professional businessman and kept fucking going.
Yeah, he could have handled it back in his younger days how he wanted to handle it. But what would that have got? What would that have got him? And
We ain't gonna talk
even
about.
more
There's some
shit. You know what I'm
stories
saying?
that you and him need
Yeah.
to talk about that we can't talk about live. But like I said, I watched this.
Oh yeah,
I
I
seen
got
this
some.
man
Yeah,
chuck a
yeah.
fucking big block engine off the fucking ground and chuck that bitch.
People don't understand, like all that, like Jay just said, bro. All that snitching and narc shit, like that shit, bro. Like that
keep
shit's.
fucking with
Come
the
on.
wrong ones. Like I said the other day, and I
Hey,
meant
look,
that when
man.
I said that. Y'all gonna eventually piss off one of the wrong fucking ones. This is my security. This is because someone else wanted. He fuck it, I'll be your security. I was like, all right, bet, because I dare a motherfucker to sit there and act like they have been on these fucking podcasts and what the fuck ever in these fucking posts.
Oh yeah, bro. You already know what it is. It's up. It's up.
Hey, I say it all the time.
Oh,
listen,
bro, me and Richie gonna start a podcast
and be
one
the person
day.
I used to be, but don't let nobody slip up and think that I don't like the person that I used to be. You know.
Hey, you know what they say? They say you can take the dog out the fight, but you can't take the fight out the dog. So don't let it get fucked up. All this calm, cool, collected shit, it can go 0 to 100 real quick over some dumb shit. So
security footage of this man chasing people down, half his shirt on, one boot on, down the street to try to break into the shop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
With no weapon in his hand, just running.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you look on my Facebook page.
You got to flip the switch.
Two dudes
every action's got a reaction, bro.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, thought they were gonna rob somebody.
Oh,
when it was all said and done,
got me going now.
Yeah.
They're lucky I
every
can't
action got a reaction, bro. And you don't know who the next man might know. So you're like, yeah, worry about him. You gotta worry about the next man.
Like there was a couple of times, like the reason why my girl at the time was wanting me to work with him so bad because she like, you're gonna make so much money and all this shit. And then I started working with him and realized the hours, and we would literally be there from 8 in the morning till shit.
Till fucking 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
When I'm tired, I quit when I'm done.
Back in the day.
Hey, look, I did the repos. I did all that stuff with my dad. I know like the shit that he putting in and shit like that, the hours, the time.
It's not a job. It's a fucking life.
Like I tell people, all these kids want to go out here and be gangbangers and shit. I like, look, this ain't no light switch. You can't just turn it on and off whenever you want to. Shit like that. Like, you need to realize what you're signing yourself up for. You want to be a dope boy or this, that, man. Take that same energy and apply it to something. Go get a trade or something, man. If I'd have known now, what I know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
house shit.
Yeah, I went in prison, bro. In prison, I got my GED in prison. Got my HVAC, my plumbing. I'm way now taking classes for my master electrician's license. So I took my time and applied myself, not just sit there and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays you have to have a fucking, you have to have a GED to fucking flip burgers at Burger King, bro. When I got locked up back in 13, it was like $8.50 an hour, bro. They're paying $17 flipping burgers at Burger King now. Like, what? Hey, $17 an hour in Harrisonburg to flip burgers at Burger King, but you're not going in there without a high school diploma. That's crazy, ain't it? Flip burgers, you gotta have a GED now. But like, that man did it. He's got businesses. He came home. He gave him 5 years. Like he said, what else do you want from him? And that restitution shit, that's bullshit. Because up here, if you're getting ready to get off probation and you got restitution, you know what they do? Put you on good behavior. They take you off supervised papers. It's good behavior until you get it paid off. It ain't no shit like that, bro.
I had 51 co-defendants. Out of the 51 co-defendants, 46 of them cooperated with the government.
They had that 5K or that Rule 32 on their paperwork.
Right. And out of the 51 co-defendants, 46 of them cooperated. Me and 4 others did our time. Now that
sounds like my case.
People, I am the only one out of all of them. There's only one still left in prison on the case. I am the only one that they made do day for day on supervised release. Everybody else got off early. I am the only one that they didn't allow off early.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know
And there was
what
times
exactly makes
he
them
was
so damn scared of me, but I ain't come home bothering nobody. I ain't come home asking nobody for nothing. I didn't take nothing that wasn't mine, and didn't ask for nothing that wasn't due me. I gave away more than I made some weeks.
Yep. Like, bro.
Well, and speaking on your supervised, you know, there would be times she would literally tell you that she's coming to check in, and you would sit at the shop all fucking day, make me and Eric or whoever else will go out and run all day, and just there'd be jobs only we could need you to do, and you would have to turn them down because you have to sit there and wait. And you would be calling her. You could tell when somebody ignores your fucking phone call. We all know technology. And then she threatened to hit you with it and threatened you literally like he would have the fucking, we recorded this shit. I thought we did. Somebody has them. Whenever she would call, he put it on speaker. That way we can have this evidence because we knew the trucks, we knew the people coming in. Y'all were trying to set him the fuck up and it never worked. Now y'all find a way to a loophole. And he's not the only one. So it's
Trick no good. He didn't fall for it. Trick no good.
I know so many people out there suffering with the same shit. So why are we all sitting back and letting this shit happen?
I just sent you 2 videos, Jay.
All right.
They're short clips.
What the missing of their fathers in their lives mean to them. Emotionally abusive. You don't feel alive at all? No. I lost out on a horrible father. I lost out on a man who couldn't be a man. Why? Forgive. I just don't
do it like this. No, because it's a Facebook video. Fuck.
She's great. She focusing on my father.
Trying to set it to where I can send it to my email.
Feel is connected to.
Yeah, this is a. I'm gonna send it to SP. But, yeah, these are the.
This weight loss journey.
No, this is crazy as fuck when that shit happened. On SP, I'm sending you the videos of the dudes that of the situation I was talking about.
All right.
But this shit was on Facebook for a little bit. These 2 cocksuckers, they literally. They try to put shit on the fucking trucks. They try to put shit in the shop. And multiple people, and you want to sit there and you want a motherfucker wants to do his research and we'll find out who fucking your grandma's ex-cousin, sister-in-law used to be. This is why he is my security. Like on every wall. Like he's not just my dad, but literally, like, and it really fucking sucks because I know, again, I will say this because it pisses me off. Same reason why SP. It's annoying, right? Everybody hates this fucking feeling. Everybody doesn't want to hear this shit. Well, let's fucking fix it. Like, I'm not just talking about it. At least I did something. I've been doing shit. There's more substance behind me going live on social media right now. Y'all fucking know this shit. Same with SP. Same with him. It's just we know we're not alone. Where y'all at?
Be able to do that were never options.
That's all I want to know because y'all want to talk about somebody that
yeah.
I've had 80 pounds lost total, which I'm very pleased with.
Like, I remember when you knew when I first started doing this, Richard, you wanted me to, that was what you wanted me to talk about. You wanted me to talk about marijuana and how they're trying to make it legal before they actually made it legal. That was right around the time they made it legal in Ohio because.
And keep in mind, I also don't smoke, so
no, you don't. Like
it's the facts of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, look, they serve alcohol in the store and that kills people. When have you ever heard somebody smoke a blunt and get behind the wheel and kill somebody? You don't, because the side effects is happy, hungry, sleepy. That's what happens. You're not going to get in that motherfucking car.
Yeah, unless you just can't handle it.
Unless you just can't handle it. But when have you ever seen somebody die from an overdose on marijuana? Or you know what I'm saying? Nowadays you gotta watch it because they got this fentanyl, they're putting this shit in everything, shit like that. Now you gotta be more careful. But back in the day growing up, you never heard nobody OD on marijuana and shit like that. I mean, come on, man.
Nope.
Like Cat Williams said, it's a plant. It grows like that. If you just set it on fire, it's gives her some effects to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he said. It's a plant. It grows like that, bro. Like you put it on fire, it has some effects. But like now they're using marijuana for everything: glaucoma, cancer, if you can't eat, depression, anxiety, shit, everything, PTSD. Like that's helping people, and we fought it for so long to make it legal, keep it illegal. And look, it's helped more than it has caused harm. I mean,
for a couple of days, but while he's here, I want him to get
you will give somebody 30 years for fucking 10 pounds of marijuana, but get some chomo fucking 6 months for fucking molesting his kids.
I hated that watching these motherfuckers come in and being on PC, and I had to sit there and watch somebody that I'm like,
Yeah.
And
I got the privilege of serving them trays and the PC pods. You know what I did? Every time I went in there, somebody got one every day. Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Yeah.
There's when it comes to that charge, don't get me wrong. There's some people that didn't deserve it, but there's some motherfuckers out there that's in like the motherfuckers in PC that deserve
nasty motherfuckers. Like I think they should take all them chomos and put them in a microwave and microwave them.
All they gotta do
nuke them motherfuckers, bro.
They don't find out about this shit until they register. They don't really have to go on probation like that. But yeah, but somebody that like again, we've had to turn down Josh because he couldn't go because of the situation the legal system wants him to do, but yet they would fuck up. But they never got in trouble for getting fucked up. And again,
bro.
We know other people, like my lawyer on my case showed up fucking 2 hours fucking late, pissed off the judge, and but I still took the L on it, even though I still paid everything I needed to pay.
Because of what he did, you had to suffer for it. Now the judge pissed off, you motherfucker gonna be late. Well, guess what?
The problem at that time was nobody was fucking fighting for me. Like there was nobody fucking fighting for me. Nobody had a fucking voice for me. Nobody wanted to fucking listen. So we want to fix that. That's what what the whole point of all this live is. It just so happens that there's a situation going on right now that affects not just me, but my dad too. So, and that's going to fuck up a lot of things in a way that I'm not going to be happy about. My one control person that actually has my fucking back, besides that actually seeing the shit that I talk about, is about to go away, and I'm not going to have any contact with him besides a fucking box. So,
hey, listen, and everybody out there watching this shit,
to have that person, let's go ahead and make sure this doesn't happen to everybody else, and let's make sure we fix this shit. Exactly, unity. This is coming from somebody that's been talking on this shit. So the reason why I'm so angry. Where the fuck was everybody at the past year and a half that want to make fun of me? Because now something bothers me and I'm really fucking angry about it. I thought I was angry before. My one person.
Everybody out there sitting there. Everybody fucking that, and I know Jay, I'm gonna speak on it too. Everybody that say they fuck with Jay and all this shit. This man put his life out there today, his personal shit yesterday or whatever, and if you wasn't in that comment or that inbox or asking him how you could help or something like that, man, you need to stay the fuck out that man's face because you fake as fuck for real.
Yeah, so
that man going through some real life shit, bro. Like
I just wanted now that with everybody's like, where's Jay? This is why I'm trying to make there was a whole ass plan. I was gonna talk about this Tuesday, but I'll talk about it now because Richard can this man was my inspiration to make it to what I want to do because he built everything he had and wanted to fix it because same with me. A lot of the things y'all heard, so now y'all see where this came from, legit. And this man just told me and y'all, he's about to go away no matter what he fucking did. So if what he did is about to do, what happens to all of us when they decide that we've had enough? That's the point of this. What are we doing this for if all we're gonna do is be caught in the fucking loop to be say, oh, you gotta go away. Oh, we don't give a fuck. Because it happens. It's not just one person, it goes all the way fucking up. Y'all seen Playboy the Beast video the other day where that man took an L for what?
I'm sick.
He got his pardon, yes. So shout out Playboy the Beast, but it's another real motherfucker right here that took a this shit finally needs to fucking change. They keep talking about it. That's what this was built to make America great again, right? Let's test that theory.
Yep.
Where the fuck is everybody at? Everybody talking, right?
We here, bro. We here.
I always say this too, like, because people say, "Oh, well, you're just anti this or that." I'm not. I don't think that there's not a need for laws. There is, because without them, there would be anarchy, and that's not a world we want to raise or kids or anybody
Yeah, but
else live in.
it's certain
But
laws
there
that they
needs to be
they
a common sense
enforce.
approach to the laws that are brought out
Yeah,
there. How are you going to enact a law
absolutely.
saying that somebody can't drink a 42-ounce pop? I drink whatever the hell I want to. Who are you to tell me I can't? You know, it's when the country started, there was very few criminal laws. It was federal laws. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The feds should be the feds. Take care of everything else. Let the states take care of shit. How you gonna have a federal law that says if somebody in California or Ohio or Colorado can't have something by federal law, but you're allowed to have it by state law, so the states can run in and lock somebody up, even though it's not against the law in the location that they live in. There's no common sense in that.
No, and that's
Hey,
this
I'll
has
tell you.
really been an issue for a while, y'all. It's just finally, it's at that point. Okay, enough's the fuck enough. Like,
And you got the right motherfuckers who's going to push it. They're not going to lay down. They're not going to do nothing. They actually got to, you know what I'm saying? We going to fight this shit. Like
the whole point
it
of
just
this
don't,
was
it just don't stop here either.
I wanted everybody to meet, you know, the main backbone, because y'all gonna meet them whenever all this kicks off down the road. Like, and I'm fucking angry because of what's coming up for me. Like, this is the person I wanted to. Like, y'all already know my grandpa and my grandpa's story. Now somebody else that is not gonna be there with me.
I'll tell you. And you guys are all into this music. Chris Webby did a remix to that North of Richmond.
Yeah.
Listen to that. You listen to Chris Webby's remix to North of Richmond. That's
hey, I got him. I got you. I'm gonna put something together too. Talk about how all this shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put something together. Hey, look, bro. I'm that's fam, bro. Hey, look, that's your dad. That's like my dad type shit. You know what I'm saying? You fam, he fam, bro. Like I said, a lot more people need to practice what they preach on that loyalty shit, though.
When I first started doing this, he was like, "Damn, about time you started growing a pair of balls." Like, literally, that meant a lot to me. Y'all people right else, like, I'm like, "Damn, thank you," because unfortunately, the problem is a lot of people are talking. Y'all, I hear, we all hear y'all. We get it. Y'all have a lot, but what are you doing with it?
All bark and no bite.
Because I remember when I did what I wanted to do when I got noticed. This is another person that pushed me to do that, to just be myself, because my story needed heard for the next motherfucker. That's the whole point of what
you know what?
Not just for
if
us,
he wouldn't have pushed you,
else.
You wouldn't have been where you're at now, and you never pushed me. So it's a chain effect, bro. Like Jay's pushed me, Smokehouse has pushed me, like I said, Stacks. But if it wouldn't have been for that man pushing Jay, I would have never got pushed by Jay. Or when I was going through my shit, hitting Jay up and Smokehouse, hey, you know what I'm saying? They hit me up, bro. You good, bro? You all right? That's the type of shit that is, bro. Like, so it builds a bond.
Sit there and lay down and just
you know what that means? If he calls me dad, you got to call me grandpa.
All right, Pop. Hey, I ain't got no problem with that, Pop. Hey, Pop.
Hey, listen, you call me grandpa, we fighting.
I ain't gonna call you. I might call you Pop or Dad, something like that. Hey, what's up, Pop? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy to see somebody that I've literally watched just literally live the life that he says. He doesn't just use as a fucking catchphrase. He literally lives that. He fucked up a lot.
Bro, when I talk about motherfuckers out here rapping about shit they ain't never done, that man's done all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take nothing from that man.
And watch it. And I'm like, really? They're making you take an L for what? Because
y'all want to protest about other shit like LBGQ shit and all this shit, man. Stand up for some shit just gonna actually make a difference for once. Like, this is actually changing laws and shit like that, man. Fuck all that other shit y'all want to fight about and protest about. This man, like, he needs your help, bro. Like Jay said, Jay don't ask for nothing. That man don't ask for nothing. But at least you can do is hit the fucking share button or something.
The thing, Richie, really, this all would have been done and over what, like a month ago? Over that.
Oh, actually. I was supposed to be released off supervised release October 9th of last year.
Like, we had a whole fucking party and everything planned. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. No. Like,
so they're not letting you off probation because they want to make you service 8 months because you didn't pay restitution.
Yeah.
Is that what
they was released off parole October 9th of last year? They violated me 42 days before that. They got me into court.
We're gonna get that lawyer, bro.
On the 5th of last month, and told me on the 5th of last month that and here's the thing, the judge, my lawyer never spoke up, and the judge, every time he spoke, he would tell me about how I didn't comply with this court's recommendations. I had never been in front of him before. I was sentenced out of Indianapolis. My supervised release was transferred to Cincinnati because I live in Hamilton. I had never seen this judge a day before in my life, but he spoke on record as if I had appeared before him and not followed his rules. He spoke about the fact that he gave me a 6-month extension to get things taken care of. That never happened.
So
how do you get a
so you were put
6-month
on
extension to something that they never allowed you to complete?
you was put on probation in Indianapolis?
I was put on supervised release in Indianapolis in
Okay, and yeah,
2012.
you're in Ohio, right? You're in Ohio, right?
Yeah, they
You know,
transferred
anything that has to
my
do with
supervision.
anytime your probation is violated or anything, it has to go back to the original revocation spot where you were put on probation. They have to do your
No,
sentencing.
only if they transfer supervision, but they don't. What they did is they filed against my knowledge. I never knew that they filed.
Yeah.
They filed that it would be moved from the 7th Circuit to the 6th Circuit, and that the courts here would handle anything. I never even knew they did that until I went to court.
They not.
See,
I
this
know
is why I've been trying. This is why
anytime.
everybody. See, real quick, I ain't trying to interrupt you. This is why I asked everybody when I made that post a couple weeks ago to lock in and talk with this man, because if y'all heard that shit before, bet y'all would have actually. I bet a lot of
my
y'all
whole
would have wanted
case
to
is
talk
on
a little bit
Pacer.
more, huh?
You can look up my
Yeah.
whole case on Pacer.
Yeah.
None of my
The only reason I
documents are
said something about
redacted.
that.
I
The only
made
reason I
sure
said
that
something about the probation is because up here I know, like, if I'm out of Rockingham County and I moved to say Augusta County or something like that, if I get in trouble in Augusta, I got to go back to my original place that I was put on probation for my sentencing. That's my
but
revocation.
the federal supervised release is a little different on that, because if you transfer jurisdiction, they transfer your case to that. I have a whole the supervised release that I got violated on isn't even my original case number, because they give you a whole new case number when they transfer jurisdiction.
Yeah, you got like a 083 number or anything like that. Like mine was
No,
Western Region 08.
I've literally watched them research this shit and try to call these numbers and they
DOC numbers or Fed number.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's like
I said, bro.
It literally.
I'm gonna get on top of it.
Richie knows how I feel about this, and this is really how it's burning down to. And I know he's not the only one. That's why I'm saying it like this. What it really boils down to is they wanted to catch somebody, and he refused to go back to the lifestyle that he lived because he wanted to better his life. He's not the only.
I'll tell you what the lawyer told me is, I said to him, I said, can you explain to me how this happens? And this is what he said to me, and I kind of believe him. He said that by all means, I have a success story, and that the reason that they're doing this is because they couldn't claim any part of that success because I never asked for their help doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
like I said, bro, we're gonna get as much help as you can, bro.
I'm fresh out of prison. Please give me. What can you give me? I went and I put my feet on the ground. I said, what can I earn?
Yeah. Like I told my wife, I was like, "What? Are you mad? Are they mad at me because I'm not going to the Social Security office and running and getting all this shit that you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that really need that shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit back and take shit away from people just because I could go right now and get a check for being in prison, PTSD. Over 5 years, you can get a check in the state of Virginia. Yeah, I don't do that, bro. Like, I want to work for what I got and do what I got to do for my like your dad did, Jay. Like, he's building a foundation and building something up for him to pass down. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to be so negligent and wanting to take that away from him because he didn't pay his restitution, when all you had to do was take him off supervised probation and put him on unsupervised probation.
They wouldn't accept the payment.
And then we would try to find a way, and we really sat down and I watched him research, try to figure out how to make this shit right. The numbers would lead to multiple different places. The PO officer would, unless she wanted to be a little, and she wants to mark me for this. I've been on paper for a while. I don't give a fuck. She wanted to be a bitch about it and want to threaten a motherfucker because she has a fucking badge and a gun, like the rest of the motherfuckers out there that keep making this a fucking problem. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the reason why I said this is because I got assaulted a police officer on my record for a bitch ass dude with a gun who got called the fuck out for being drunk on officer because you try to play the gun. Bro, you got laid the fuck out. My bad. But anyway,
you tell him in prison, bro. Take that badge and that gun off. You can put your pants on the same way, bro.
I lost 2 employees in one day. I lost 2 employees in one day because she walked through the door and told me that she was going to lock me up, and these two men had to make the decision whether they were willing to risk their families by sticking with me. When I started this business, I did over 130 FedEx trucks by myself for 8 months because I know I make dumb ass decisions sometimes, and I didn't want my dumb ass decisions to affect somebody else's children. So I worked by myself as much as I could, building this business until it grew too big to do by myself, for no other reason than I didn't want to have I got a guy that works for me now, Eric. He's been with me through every bit of it and still sticking there right now, you know? And it's what I said to my old lady. I don't want this shit to make it seem like she bet on the wrong horse.
Hey, she ain't bet on the wrong horse. Listen, minor setback for a major comeback.
Oh, Sonny, there's fucking video cameras for a reason because of this dumb shit. Like, literally, like, this is why there's not a conspiracy when it comes to this shit. I literally have living proof of everything I talk about because I saw it. Like, man, this man has literally, and then we would go out and literally donate to everybody, veterans, every fucking body. This man even connected me, would look out for me on multiple levels that nobody really needed to at all. Because he's just somebody out there trying to do the right fucking thing. And unfortunately, a lot of us use this for a persona. Because what happens when one of us actually tries to do the right thing? We get ostracized. We get labeled out because we're real ones. We call you out for your bullshit. Then you make us out for look like a bad example for what? Doing the right thing.
It goes back to your talk the other day.
Somebody else goes out and does the best they fucking can. What's the fucking proof that they got? What else can you do?
If y'all got a problem with Jay saying, you got to check that person in the mirror.
Man, I'm not doing any music tonight, y'all. We went straight retro, straight like Jay straight facts. Like this is something I wanted to bring attention to. I'll play music again Tuesday, but nah. I've been asking everybody to help me tap in and do this, and I ended up, and I'm not mad at it. I knew this was gonna happen. My girl was like, so I told him like, hey, I'm sorry, I had to set up the GoFundMe and set up a live because I couldn't find the best fucking do it. And she was like, well, you did say that was gonna happen. It's your dad. You already know. Like nobody else will handle this shit the way, and she's right. Because this is who made me who I am in a way, in a long story short, because he taught me to do the best I can. If they don't fucking like you, fuck them. Find people that do. Because you know what? I believe in you. Even though you're a dumb piece of shit sometimes, Jay, you are a good fucking kid. That is the only fucking person in my life that actually broke me down to the level that made me understand myself a little bit better than I needed to. Because I needed to hear that.
I told you to get rid of the bulldog. That's all I did.
And she, man, it's crazy as hell. Like she works at the fucking bar that my a brother of mine at the clubhouse owns, and I can't go there now. I can't because she talked to my grandparents, and I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Nope. You let me fucking die. You deserve to stay where the fuck you're at. You sit there and watch.
Yeah.
But
hey, listen, bro. I feel the same way.
In this person because for 32 fucking years, I didn't get it until it finally clicked in my fucking head. If they don't fucking like you, fuck them. They don't belong.
Hey, look, bro. Right. I changed the station. You don't like what you're watching? Change the station. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them, bro. Like I used to do the same way. Worried about somebody's opinion about me. Then that took me a long time to sit back, realize, man. Fuck them, bro. I'm not gonna be out here trying to put on persona or something like that, bro, because I'm trying to fit in. Man, I'm not no fucking follower. I'm gonna be a leader, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit.
Because
and it starts with shit like this, bro.
Like you, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna take care of you like you do. Like this is who taught me how to live that way. Because for real, he taught me that because this man came from out of prison, no family, just himself and his fucking will to do better. And
it seems like they want to persecute you because you want to come out and do the right thing. They like the prison system is set up for you to fail. The justice system is set up for you it's a revolving door because it's money. Once you get there, you're a number. You're like a cattle in the livestock sale, bro. You don't go by your name, you go by your number. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up, bro, because some people deserve to be in prison. Don't get me wrong. Fucking chomos and rapists and shit like that. But the guys like this, you trying to give that man fucking 8 months because what he did everything, and like, but pay a little bit of his restitution off. The man came home, got a business, got multiple businesses, provided for his family, put food on the table, and tried to pay you this fucking money, and you didn't take it. Man, fuck y'all. Y'all can suck it from the
And
back.
it's crazy too, like because it's not. And then when they told me he's like they aren't doing anything, like no charge or anything. It's a technicality over the restitution. I'm like, but you try to pay that, like the fuck. He's like, I don't. I'm like, what the fuck's a technicality? And then the crazy part about that is I watched, Charles Manson, like I said earlier, about the people they let go and slip through the cracks. They let Charles Manson go couple times, and then said, "Oh well, we should have known." Nah, the fuck.
Jeffrey
Dahmer. What
Dahmer.
the fuck y'all was
Jeffrey Dahmer was another one. Jeffrey Dahmer multiple times had him. Let him go.
Well, and it's crazy because they say, "Oh, there's no agenda." No, bruh. Like literally, it's somebody that if I can watch two people, especially I say watch because I look at myself in the mirror now. Two people I know on a real level that built this just because they want to do better than what they used to be and be better than what they are the day before. Like everything that I talk about is from him and my sensei when I used to do MMA. And I live this shit every day because I don't want to be a piece of shit anymore. I fucked up a lot of my life. I want to do better for my kids so that at least that when I'm gone, they have something to fucking at least remember me by. Even though,
absolutely.
If they want to have that memory on my piece of shit, cool. But you know what? At least I know that college is taken care of, or they have that connection to get to where they want to be. That's what everything I have is for. If you want to sit there like, oh, that's fucked up. No, it's not. That's what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be generational wealth. It comes also with network too, because at the end of the day, how this world works, it's not all what you have. It's who the fuck you know too. It's how they know you. That's the fucked up part they don't tell you.
It's how
you can either be known as a piece of shit and have fucked up opportunities, and that's your own problem because you can live like a good guy or a piece of shit. Me and Richie can fucking tell you there's multiple times and multiple people in our lives that we should have just beat the holy dog shit out of, and life would have been a lot better. But you know what? All that is the charge on us, and we prove everybody right that we're pieces of shit and we don't belong in what we're trying to do. And everything that we're saying we're trying to do better is lies. We don't live this life. We are really trying to do better, and y'all keep making us want to be bad people and prove y'all wrong. What's going to happen when you unleash that beast? Because literally, there's a video on this man's Facebook of him walking down, and you might see him and be like, "Oh, that's a big dude. He can't." I've seen this man run faster than fucking NFL running backs. That's sprint. And again, pick up a fucking engine and then chuck it and be the biggest teddy. Like my little girl wanted to learn how to run a towing truck. And this man, I seen him tell everybody his favorite word is fuck you or bitch. And he broke down and talked to my little girl on the biggest, hardest level I've ever seen. And she still remembers him. She don't remember a lot of people.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, bro.
She knows who he is
shit
to me.
like that.
Because she also sees, like, she don't see me interact with her grandpa. I tell her all the time. She don't see me interact with my mom that much. No offense to my mom, but that's the only real adult besides my grandparents and my aunts that I interact with.
She sees your daughter sees you trusting in him, so that means she can trust in him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, Jay, like your dad shit like that, like man, shout out to you for coming home and doing that shit, bro. Because there's a lot of people talk about doing that shit. I'm gonna go home and do the right thing, and they go back out to getting high or fucking back in the streets. Like that was the choice for me. I had to make a decision. Like I lost 2 boys in the system being locked up in 12 years, like gone. And I was like, man, I'm gonna take all this shit and put it into something else. And like I said, Stacks and all them, Jay, and like I said, everybody got a story and needs to be told. And one person's story is no different from the other one. One might help somebody else, but this one right here is definitely going to make a game change that people can get off their ass and do what they got to do, bro.
Like I said, hey, if I can do it, anybody can.
That's the
absolutely, bro. We already fighting against you coming out of prison and shit. We're a convicted felon. We already got the odds stacked against us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to get in and hard as fuck to get out the system, bro. You're not gonna get out. It's not gonna happen. Like you're always gonna be tied up in that system somehow, bro. Like, but guys like him and Jay and me and like all these people out here pushing for prison reform and stuff like that. Well, this is a type of prison reform and justice, shit like that. Like,
dude, I've been talking about doing something for the past Richie, me and you really talked about it when I first started doing this shit about a year and 6 months ago. And that was originally why I told you, I was like, you know what? I already started catching on to my lives because this is literally how my life started. They should be talk about life and real shit. It
Yeah.
wasn't about music and all that shit. It was just shit like this because I got tired of sitting there and watching everybody not talk about this, but I'm watching shit go on daily, and I'm like, that's fucked up. Why is somebody bringing attention to this? Because he does on a different level. He did it from a tow truck mechanic because, dude, you want to talk about real fucking G shit? A lot of you artists that play that life, go repo a truck in the trailer, in the trailer park.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I got
You
shot
got a
out
shotgun pulled on you
Southeast
because somebody
DC.
didn't make their fucking
Yeah.
payments, bro. Just
Hey, a
because you're trying
fucking
to do your
minivan.
fucking job.
Hey, a minivan, bro. A minivan with hubcap spinners on. I got shot out in Southeast DC, bro, with an AR-15 from a crack dealer. I said, bro, you can keep your fucking van in them hubcaps. I ain't see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like that shit's it's a dangerous job. That mechanic shit's dangerous. Like it's the man's providing for his family legally, legit, and motherfuckers are still not happy
Not just
with
his
it.
family, he's providing for the community and everybody. Like
I
literally,
mean, yeah, and he's doing shit in
and
the
the
community and
government
shit like
again.
that. Like,
It goes back
y'all
to
want to lock him up? What
shit,
the
somebody
fuck?
just donated towards the fucking GoFundMe. Badass. Thank you. So like I said
Hey,
again,
every
like
little
this,
bit helps.
I didn't plan on going on like this long, and I ain't mad at it. Like my kids ain't here, and I reached out. The really sad part about this, I appreciate everybody that tapped in. What really disappoints me, because I know after this live, there's gonna be certain people that are like, oh shit, Jay's not fucking with me. Well, y'all just saw me at my realest fucking level, and who the fuck's here? Because I asked 2 weeks, I asked for help on a situation, and not many people spoke up. I know who did. Y'all act like nobody checks this shit. Like I've been telling, that's why I'm not in the group chats like I need to be. I'm not running a lot of shit like I should be because it's tour season. I'm a promoter, so it's tour season. Obviously, I've been dealing with a lot of personal shit lately, and not many people have really been paying attention. I know who has. That's really what the really sad part about this is. Because I swear to fucking God, y'all, if this, even beyond this situation, if this situation is really not fixed with a lot of people out here trying to do something, we can't keep complaining about this anymore, y'all. Because there's so many
You
people
have an
taking L's that are
opportunity to
trying
do
to
it.
do this shit, and there's opportunities right the fuck in front of you that are just getting pissed away because you're so afraid to stand up. So many people
Yeah.
taking L's for you for what? Everybody's tired of sitting there laying down. You're like, y'all, if y'all caught me and TJ earlier talking,
Hey, that was a good. I caught it. Like that's another guy. Shout out to TJ, bro. TJ home, like speaking his mind on that shit. Like he said, man. Like too many people talk about it, and they talk that talk, but they don't walk the walk, bro. Like when
so
it comes down to doing it, it's a totally different story.
it is, because it's sad that we talk like that, and we're not trying to say everybody's sitting. Nah. That's not the problem.
Nah.
It's the problem really is really the issue of everybody trying to go against the system, taking massive fucking L's. That's the root of the problem.
Yeah.
For what? Like they said, they want to make an example of him. Okay, what's he been doing for the past 5 years? Everything we've been saying, y'all check redemption auto check. I put it in the chat. Y'all, there the GoFundMe, like it's not set up to a bank right now because I just did it on the fly, but it will be after this live tonight or by the end of the night. All he needs to do is put his email and credentials in there. But this is legit. I've been talking about this shit for a year and 6 months. So now y'all see the start of this. Who's really about this? This that grand. Is it going to help my dad? Absolutely. But this is also a bigger fucking picture because I know what he would do even if he wasn't dealing with this shit. That he wouldn't spend that on his fucking self. He would put this shit literally where it is to a fucking lawyer to help my situation. SPs. Everybody that is unfortunately in this shit, because we have a felon for president now. Why does everybody still have this fucking label on them, y'all? Why? We can't go. I can't go get a fucking apartment right now because of something that 10 years ago. But you have this fucking person, as long as they register, they can go. As long as they're not close to high school. And they get benefits. But this fucking person that doesn't speak any English, and I'm not talking like a racist again like this, but you want me to while my brother that went over and fought right now, my brother Ryan Love, this is also another personal question. I would have had him on here too, but he's somebody that doesn't like to get personal, but is having to go through surgeries right now that went over and fought for this country, has injuries from over there, but has to go out of his pocket to provide for his fucking family. But you want me to prove go out my way to support somebody that doesn't even know my fucking name. For what? Where's the money at? Because y'all ain't spending on the inmates. Y'all ain't spending it to make the fucking to make the system better, living proof right there in that corner. Up there in that corner, right here. Right here. That's Smoke. Are you a felon too? I'm not a felon, but because I have assault on police officer, I'm a violent person, you know. I have a label.
You got a label. You're a menace to society, is what they're gonna say.
Oh, bro, really? How this shit happened? I pulled an axe on a motherfucker that threatened me to kill me, and at the time I was a foreman, and I happened to have an axe on me because you know I travel. My job is my vehicle. So he said, "Oh, fuck you up." I'm like, "All right, well, motherfucker, I'm out here. Where I'm getting gas." Pull the axe. I'm like, "What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do?"
Yeah.
Oh, and next thing I hear is get on the fucking ground. I'm like, "The fuck? What?" All right, bet. You know, big black dude at the time I was training and shit. Richie knows this story. He laughed. I got down like, all right, bet. All right. I don't hear. I'm like, all right, I don't see no fucking gun. I'm in a fucking public place. Let me go back to my car. I got my daughter tomorrow. I gotta go smoke a blunt with my dude. I ain't fucking this shit. I'm not training today.
Yeah.
I told you to go on the fucking ground. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Dude, about 6'3". We got a beer gut and has a gun on my. I'm like, in civvies, dude, and fucking loafers. And I'm like, dude, the fuck are you? Like, don't fucking like, nah, I'm going home. You don't know the situation. Leave this alone. I said you're under arrest.
Yeah.
I'm going. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck off. Like, go away. Go to put the axe in my truck. I get yoked up. Like, the fuck? Get him off. I'm like, dude, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know who you are. I said you're under arrest. We're calling him. I'm like, no, we're fucking not. Goes to do it. I'm like, dude, I'm not telling you a fucking again. Go around my car, try to leave. Goes to do it again.
Dumped him.
I'm a police officer. Fuck.
Oh, well, you might as well beat the fuck out of him now.
But here's the fucked up part, bro. I only hit him once. Walked away.
I'm saying you will get the same amount of time. You might as well beat the fuck.
There was a former coach of mine right behind me, a pregnant lady with her kid, and cameras. We're at a gas station. I'm at the pump. Boy, he's like, somebody call the cops. He's like, I already did. He's like, yeah, on you, motherfucker. He's like, no, on him. This dude has a split lip, gets up waddling, bro, and was sitting there waddling around and shit. And I'm like, all right, I'm sitting there waiting. He's trying to. I'm like, dude, I will lay you the fuck out again. Don't fucking touch me. It's like, you just got the fuck. I will actually beat the fuck out of you. Come at me again. And he was. Cops get there. I'm calm. Dude got fucked away from me. Finally, they put my ass in handcuffs, put me in the back. Finally, get the police report. I'm going. Flash forward a little bit because the rest of the shit's boring. I'm in jail trying to figure out what the fuck to do because, mind you, I'm on release because this is the first time I've ever been in trouble before this because this is a month after I already took the L and we're going through the court case. I'm fighting for a lawyer for the assault on the minor that I set up on earlier. So now I have another violent charge on my shit. Not only I had aggravated menacing, attempted murder, like something with the axe and shit.
Yeah. Attempted main murder.
Bro. They won't let us go.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm sitting there dealing with this shit. Go to court for the first thing. The dad in there is telling the whole story, even though he's the one beating the fuck out of the kid. I'm already in there for a violent charge. Fucking shackled and all this shit. And
that's crazy.
So because of that, I already take the L for that. Like, fuck, all right, well, you ain't never been in trouble for your life, but there's obviously a problem with you because if you're 28 years old, never been a violent person, why do you have 2 violent charges in less than 2 months? All right, you're right. They shit my ass up. Then I go to court for that. Dude doesn't show up, bro. Ends up finding out after this shit, after they charge me, I get aggravated menacing on my ass. What's on officially my record? Underline assault on the officer, handle with caution because of always possession of weapon. Okay, and that's just because of my background. Okay, which luckily they didn't put because that would have been an attempted murder charge. That's the only way I got off of that shit because even though I can handle myself when it comes to close quarters, I very well documented. If you actually. So
yeah, all you gotta do is like tell them, fuck around, find out.
Pretty
fuck
much.
around, find out.
So that's what, and they shit my ass off the county where, again, my dad is deputy sheriff, bro. So they put my ass in the crazy pot. I sit there for fucking 8 months. All because I defended my fucking self.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Because the tape disappeared, witnesses disappeared. Only witnesses they had were the cops that showed up on scene because my shirt was ripped and he was bleeding. He refused to go to the hospital. My mom ended up running into this motherfucker at the VFW, which is a bar, if y'all don't familiar.
Yeah.
And he was drunk, talking about this shit, how he planted the gun onto somebody. It's the only way I got off because he said I held him down at gunpoint, even though this motherfucker got laid out with one punch. I ain't put a hands on nobody ever since, besides the security job I did. And that's why I can't, because you're going to tell me from this, because I did, and how I got this up, the judge told me straight up 10 years ago, he would have snatched that little boy up and beat his ass. But because of how down today's age, I attempted to hurt that little boy because he touched my daughter.
Yep. And it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up.
I can't get a fucking apartment in my name. That's why my life's been a fuck. I ain't never been in trouble until I turned 28 and had to deal with this shit. All I did, and I fought from the time I was 4 years old till I was 25 years old. Never put hands on nobody, never did anything. Obviously, other than my little fucking crazy shit when I went full psycho and yeah. But
yeah,
you're gonna tell me somebody that's finally doing something and it was inspiration to me that is the same path that understands me better than a lot of motherfuckers do. Did what he was supposed to, beyond and above, taking the L. I know he's not the only one.
Yeah.
What else do we got to do to prove y'all that we are trying to do better? What else?
Hey, I'm for the underdog, bro. I don't know about y'all out there watching and shit. Like the underdog, I'm for the underdog, bro. Because the whole life I've been an underdog. I know what it is, right, bro. You gotta fight. I've been fighting for 38 years. I've been fighting, and fuck, I'm not gonna stop now. So I mean, fuck, make a change, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like this is the definition of insanity, once again, is keep doing the same shit expecting a different result. So if we keep laying back doing nothing, we're not gonna get nothing. So I mean, like Jay said, bro, now's the time, make a difference. Like I said, online petition, I'm gonna try to get it out tonight. If not, be first thing in the morning. I'm gonna talk to Stacks, get this little fundraiser concert set up for the VFW and shit like that. And yeah, we gonna push that 7,000. That's the goal for that shit.
Yeah,
so
like
we gonna push it.
GoFundMe right here is about to be set up a little bit better after this live or at some point tonight because I need to send him the information that way he can set it, but it's legit. And again, even if he beats this shit, and I know he will at some point, like this is beyond like this man taught me to preserve my battles and prepare for the war. Like that's I know. Even if like what
he's beating it now, Jay.
Even if
he's
he
beating
goes
it now.
away and he doesn't like them 8 months, I already know the motherfucker about to come out there. Y'all see this man. He gets treated like a dumb a dumb grease monkey. He makes that funny with some people. This man is one of the smartest people I know. Like he fought his fuck. You fought your own case, didn't you? If I'm not mistaken.
Well, kind of.
The lawyer was such like kept fucking up.
The
like
lawyer
I'm talking
was
about
brand new with that many codes.
Oh yeah.
You had a short list of people. You know, they run through all the federal. And then
I stayed in them law books.
I hired an attorney who his first words were, what can you give me to give them? Nothing, you're fired.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody always got their hand out, but nothing to give. And then like when you need something it's like a curse or something, you asking for too much. Like Jay said, when you need them the most, you really find out who's really there, bro.
Yeah, man. And
it ain't like blood don't make you family, blood. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty makes you family.
It does. Right. It does. Like there's people like there's a post that I know he shared and we lived that shit. There's people that we took hits for that wouldn't even bother to take a fucking scratch at all. And literally no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah. Literally, it does not. It doesn't matter what the fuck you like. You can say, "Oh, that's no."
I say it all the time. I'm still carrying secrets for people I don't even fuck with no more.
Man, and I'm not trying to talk. And locally, if you see this shit, and you might know a little, but there's a person that I saw that I know is tied to a lot of things that unfortunately my dad was spoke on, and we can't speak on openly on this kind of level, and it made my fucking stomach turn. And I'm like, I called this motherfucker instantly. I'm like, hey, Dad, explain it. And he's like, yep. I'm like, yep, I don't feel comfortable anymore because I know that and the fact that I've seen multiple people in my lifetime take an L for somebody that deserved it and then constantly have to deal with the shit their whole fucking life because they want to hit somebody. But unfortunately, this person is set up for the bigger fish that he just, and I noticed this in music. So y'all take note. This is why, this is my life. So a lot of y'all pretend to be something that you're not, and that gets a lot of people wrapped up into shit that they don't need to be.
Hey,
you ain't no pistol toting gangbanger. Don't portray to be a pistol toting gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there and put something out that's end up getting you hurt probably in the long run because you're portraying an image that you're really not about.
Oh man, I've seen this man again, and then y'all know that. Like I've seen this person straight up. I remember the.
And this man's telling you firsthand. He's
like,
not He's not doing no capping.
Like, oh,
Jay's telling you.
Like,
yeah, you a witness. Jay witnessed the shit.
Even though he's not a veteran, like he said he used to be okay. Like he, when somebody pretended to be a veteran that did some shit, this man checked this person because out of respect for people
as he should
personally that went over there and fought and came back home broken and not the same. So how dare you? So again, a lot of y'all play a lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is something that it might just be a podcast.
It's not no light switch.
This is a lifestyle to me, y'all. Same with him. There's just a lot of y'all that man need to wake the fuck up.
Y'all need a fucking reality check.
It's just sad that we're even talking about this, y'all, because this should not be a thing at all. This has been a thing that people that didn't deserve to take a fucking hit. That's why history is written by the victors, not the victims, because the victims are the ones at the back that history is built on.
Man, it's supposed to be us against them, not us with them type shit. Like, man, and just like, man, this shit's just crazy. Like, I'm glad Jay. I knew about that.
On what's about to happen.
Oh yeah,
y'all see the GoFundMe link there. Like again, because
hey, I'm gonna make something up for. I'm gonna make a Facebook flyer up and post it on my shit later on when I do the petition too. So I'm gonna promote as much as I can, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna contact my uncle and see if we can get set up for next weekend, and then I'll get whatever we raise to Jay, and we'll go from there. Whatever we got to do, like I said, hey, every little bit helps, y'all. So $1, $5, whatever, he's going toward that man's lawyer, man. Man fighting for his life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been there. Everybody's been incarcerated. Y'all know what it is. The system's fucked up.
That is a fact.
Like, it always makes it impossible. If you ever been in trouble in your life, man, like it always makes it impossible. You come home, I've got my HVAC, my plumbing, all that. And the first thing they look at when they look at my record, gang this or distribution this, or I was like, bro, I did my time for that. I'm a changed person. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge a book by its cover until you open the book and read the first page. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've always said I lived the kind of life they write books and make movies about, right? I just forgot something along the lines. Those books and movies don't ever end well.
Exactly, bro. I told my wife the other day.
Dude, I have a fucking article written. I'm like, no, there's no fucking way. No, you don't. And I read that. I'm like, dude, no. And this is literally the man sitting across from, literally just got done holding my daughter and was sitting there talking to her over the phone. Like, yeah, your dad is this. We're going to teach you this. You ever seen a flatbed truck? You ever seen a motorcycle? I'm like, dude, the fuck?
Well, I figured I had to teach her because if you'd have taught her, she'd have been back into shit.
Bro, this is how petty these people. Hey, where I'm at, I'm like an hour away from DC, an hour away from Richmond. Like, when we got hit, bro. Hey, look, if you Google it, and this is no lie, anybody out there can Google it. We made gangland. My cousin and I, Clinton Martin Casper, they made it so big that they came and did a story on my cousin. Everything that happened in Harrisonburg, the case, everything. Like, they blew it up to like we were John Gotti or something. You can Google his name, Google my name. It's all out there. Like, I don't hide nothing. That's why I tell people, like, you're getting me raw. This is what I am. Like, Jay asked me, I'm just going to keep it 100. Like,
much to read.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I got mine was a 46-page indictment, federal indictment. I had 17 people in my case. You know, the person that started that case off, why he told? He got pulled over and got caught with a bowl and a 20 sack of marijuana.
Hey,
and took down
the one on my case
20 people.
Taxes. He got
taxes,
offered everybody up
and
on taxes.
All these people out here jumping out here want to be in the dope game, this game. All right, you know what you're signing up for. So if something happens to you, don't take that next man away from his family because you can't. You knew what it was when you signed up for this shit. You don't want to be in the streets. Don't be in the streets, bro. Like, I don't want to be in the streets no more. I've done did it. I've lost. I lost 2 kids. I lost a lot, bro. It's like I'm not gonna lose no more. I'm not taking no more L's.
Like I said again, like there's a dude right here in the chat, Ryan Lovely. That's my Bubba Bam Bam. That's somebody else that I said if he would have been, I would have loved to have him on here for the night too, because this was a retro episode. We didn't play no music. We were just talking live because that's my inspiration. That's 2 of my inspirations right there to list, because I've seen these men that I know been through some shit that are just trying to be better than what they were, trying to set a good example. So don't tell me it can't be possible. I'm seeing these people that y'all consider fucking nobodies do a lot more than what y'all somebodies do on a daily basis. So I don't just talk like I do just to fucking talk and let people hear me.
Exactly.
Like I live this shit because I have my role models, and they don't consider themselves role models, but they became that to me because that's about the closest thing I've ever fucking had. And no offense to nobody, it's just I'm being real with it, because all you see is not possible without at least 3 people made in my life as far as with professional. Him, Bam Bam, and my Bubba JJ, and of course, my sis Pebbles too. But I was left for fucking dead, and the same people that believed in me when I wasn't nobody was still there for me. And I'm watching these people take hits after hits after hits, and you expect me to believe and fuck with bullshit. Like, again, for those of you confused to tap in, we're talking about my dad's story tonight, but this is a beyond that too. This is showing y'all inside my life just a little bit to see me, just really showing y'all real shit I'm got going on. That's why I don't give a fuck about your fucking not literally at that. It's just whatever you want to put at that. You're fucking whatever. And if you want to call me a dick after this point, I don't care. I really don't. I'm tired of fucking caring, because caring only no good deed goes unpunished. I've seen this shit. I can sit there and give a flying fuck about everybody's shit and stop fucking up. The only thing that's going to happen is my shit's going to disappear. And then what's going to happen then? I'm going to go away. I've seen this shit happen on so many levels in real life. So I know. Again, if you think I'm just talking shit, nope. It's just unfortunately a lot of y'all are afraid to live that reality. I've had to more than I care to admit. Same with everybody I'm sure on this panel, and there's a couple of y'all in the chat that I would love to have on here that are sitting there like, yeah, you're fucking right. I am 100% right.
And it's walking proof right there. It's walking proof. Like Jay, Pop right there, his dad, Mr. DeMarco, Smoke, me. It goes out for them guys out there who think they can't do it. We're walking proof that if you apply yourself and take that same mentality from the street and apply it to something that's going to be positive, you're going to make it, bro. Yep. I went from gang banging, selling dope, all this shit. I just got all that time, and I ain't gonna lie, it took me to sit down to be like, I got to make a change. I'm doing fucked up shit, or I'm going to come back. It was so easy for me to come out this time and go pick up a pack or go do this, that, and third. But why would I want to keep doing that shit? It keeps hitting me back to the same spot. It's the same spot I lost my kids at. Like, why would I want to keep putting myself through that? So everybody out there think you can't do it. You can do it, bro. You got to apply yourself. Take that T off the word can't.
Fuck facts. And that's somebody that taught me that, because I used to say that shit. I'm like, man, I can't. He's like,
take
really,
that T
Richie,
off of
like, them talks that you used to give me, even though like at the time, like I told you the other day, I get them now. For real, because more people need to hear that shit. More people need to told, like, hey, yo, dude, you're fucking up. I don't give a fuck what you think. You're happy, cool, but you're fucking up. Like, look what's really going on around you. Your fucking girlfriend's in Florida right now, and your ass is sitting at home, you dumb bitch. Damn it, you're fucking right.
It took Jay the other night in Smokehouse. Like, I was,
it was just like, you dumb fucker. I can't really.
People like that, bro, you want them in your corner. People like Jay, people like his dad, people like Smokehouse, like me, Stacks, people like that. Like, if it wouldn't have been for Stacks, Jay, and Smokehouse in the last 2 weeks, I probably wouldn't be here talking to y'all for real. I was going through some serious shit. Jay knows, Smokehouse knows, like. I was still battling with demons from my childhood and all this other shit. Like, I try to tell people, man, I can forget shit, but I ain't never forgive shit. You know what I'm saying? So if it wouldn't been for them 3 guys right there, you know what I'm saying, I might not be here today. 2 weeks ago, I was in a dark spot, fucked up, bro, ready to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. It is what it is. But people like that, and I've only known Jay for about a month, maybe going on 2 months now. Smokehouse, same thing. I've known Stacks almost my whole life, but still, it takes people that say they fuck with me, but people don't know me less than a month, reach out to me and, bro, what you need? You good? You need anything? That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Stop being fake. If you ain't gonna fuck with somebody, don't fuck with them, bro. Just like Jay said, you know who he talking about? People know who I'm talking about. you gonna be fake, keep that fuckboy shit on that side.
Yep. And it's just there's gonna be, and the problem with this is we're sitting there talking. There's gonna be so many people like, oh well, this not no, that's nah. You little bitch ass motherfuckers in the back corner trying to still sit there and do that shit and try to no. We are tired of pushing your fucking narrative. We are tired of sitting there. Everybody talks about being an underdog and being that voice for. Y'all finally pissed off the motherfucker that started this shit. And you could sit there and question like, oh no. There's only been so many motherfuckers brave enough to sit there and open up their life to you and show you who the fuck they are. I've been there and doing this shit from the get-go and trying to push unity, and I got made a fucking laughing stock.
For what? Guess who's laughing now?
Just to prove y'all fucking wrong without a lot of people at my fucking table.
Yeah.
Again, I was gonna say about this shit for Tuesday, but you know what? My motherfucking supporters right there, and unfortunately, y'all ain't gonna meet them in person just yet, but you will. Just wait, because there's more than just me. And the persona we have is not just a tough boy want a keyboard with nah. We are I can't really say, I will just say from just firsthand, I have never had anybody in my life so quick to pick up a fucking phone at 3:00 in the morning and say, get the hat, be on literally on the phone. You can hear it switch the speaker, struggling to get one boot on top of a pant leg until I met that man right down in that corner. Even before he knew me, like down that level, because he is that dude. He does not just sit there and say, I live that life. He does. He really does. He doesn't give up. As long as you are good by him, he will be good by you in more ways than you can fucking count your blessings.
And it's that type of person that gets taken advantage of or done wrong. Like, and they like people, like I said, bro. Exactly, bro. But hey, that shit, I'm so glad Jay, like I knew about this. He asked me a couple days ago, almost a week, but I knew about this. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Try to talk to Pop. But then when he reached out, bro, and Jay put himself out there for all y'all out there. So like, that should say a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? And that man who stepped in his life, raising him, it's character and morals and principles, bro. Like, both of them need some help right now. Like, so we're going to find out who fucks with them and who really don't fuck with them.
Facts. But I need to, and it's proud of me to say this because I'm like Richie, it's time for once I'm happy in my life. And I really want to make, there was a manifested
You're happy with yourself
lifestyle to this shit. And again, I will say, and I'm not saying this because I want to woe with pity party. Hell no. Two my main pieces in my life are being a little bit shaken up right now. So yeah, y'all, this is real for me. This is not just a game. This is not just for attention. No. This is like, I'm at that point where I don't need help like that, but I really need to see who the fuck fucks with me because I really have so much on my fucking plate. Please come take it. Or at least help me. Please. I am begging y'all. I don't beg for shit. I don't ask for shit. This is a lot that I need help on. Please. I'm doing my best to keep the etiquette and not lose my shit right now because for me to be on this level with y'all and to show y'all a little bit more inside, it's really that real for me because this is not just fighting for my dad. It's about fighting a lot of people, including my own fucking life, because I am tired of not being able to get an apartment watching this dumb fuck that don't know shit that can get everything and approved and just sit on his fucking ass and get everything they fucking want. And if you're like, I don't need the name. Y'all know, y'all see the shit every day. That's why I'm watching fucking news. But yeah, I can't get something that I just want better for my daughter. My kids, so I can actually show them, hey, I know I wasn't there for you. Like my oldest, this is a message for you. I know I wasn't there for you, but look what your daddy's doing now. I can't do that because I can't get a fucking apartment in my name. Why? Because of what?
Low
what?
Battery, please charge.
What about the lifestyle I live now and that I did better since then? It doesn't matter because I have that label, same as y'all. But yet, it's okay. That person's okay to skate by. Nah, we need to change that shit. Who's really about changing that shit? So that $7,000 is to fight for my dad, but that is not just. So once we fight for him, what's he gonna do is he's gonna flip that around and make everything around that what it's supposed to be because we are done. We are done. We are done. Like this feels like a fucking presidential campaign right now because I don't know. Dude, y'all want to see some real fucking change? Get me and Richie fucking president, vice president about what 5 fucking years? Shit.
Hey, let's push it. You know what I'm saying? Let's push it.
There is no. Oh yeah, you want to sit there and talk that shit? Come outside, bitch. You guys get. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you. Get that fucking camera. I don't need your fucking camera. I got my own, bitch. Move. Like y'all want to sit there like you finally rattled the fucking right cages, got the right amount of motherfuckers to finally. We've been about this life for a long time. Just now, unfortunately, a lot of people hear me. If you call it fortunately or unfortunately, y'all can't ignore motherfuckers like us no more. We're done kicking, knocking on that fucking door. That bitch is kicked the fuck in now. So it's just really who's really about really wanting to change this. I've been saying that shit for weeks. Who's really about this life? Because I'm going this way. I need to. Because I keep sitting back and letting shit happen. More shit in my life is going to fuck up. And that's not, I'm not allowing that to happen anymore. And that's not a person. If you feel attacked by that, oh well. Change your fucking tampon before I give a flying fuck. I don't care. I really don't no more. I really don't. Like there's so much in this life that really needs to change that I see so many people that have a platform that choose to use it for what. I'm at least been doing this for the right things for a long time. If Richie would have had the time because he doesn't have the time because he works so damn much, dedicated dude, shit, we would show y'all content creators how to fucking really do this shit off of just being real. No paid advertisement, really just grinding it out because we choose to do better than what we used to be. Do you need reminded of what we used to be? We will happily show you, but we don't want to. We'd rather be these goofy fucks that just y'all think we're just talking shit until you meet us in person. Until we just come across like, hey, yo, you remember when you said that shit? Oh yeah, what's up?
And like you said, Jay, like I don't want to bring that old me back because I know what the old me comes with. You know what I'm saying? The old me don't give a fuck at all, bro. No fucks given. Like bro, jumping out a stoplight and put the thing in your face for looking at my fucking old lady or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that old me, I got to sit back and realize now, like, hey, look, I'm growing, bro, and I'm 38 and I still got a lot of growing up to do. You know what I'm saying? But
at least you do what you're supposed to. You don't sit back and expect everybody to take care of you. No.
Nah, bro. Nah, I go get it, bro. I had to start grinding. That when I was 13 years old, I was out grinding everything I got. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, like I said, bro. Like Jay talked about all that shit, that fake persona shit, bro. It's not gonna get you nowhere. Just be you. Motherfuckers gonna respect you more for being you than putting on this fake ass shit to try to fit in or fucking give a fuck about what the next man thinks about you, man. Fuck them and their opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody got one. Some of them stink. You know what I'm saying? So fuck their opinion.
Yeah, nah. You can convince in. Like I said, y'all, you can convince me whatever the fuck y'all want to about how you think you're cool and all this. I really watched somebody in my personal life. Y'all seen him right now. That worked. He said 20 hours a day. I call a lie on that. There was times I watched this man work 48 hours straight. And he doesn't do any drug. He doesn't even drink any fucking caffeine like that. Like you just drink milk and tea. Dude, it's the most unreal fucking. You don't even drink coffee like that. Like, and to work fucking 48 hours straight on no substance other than just pure fucking just get it because it's a lot better than what he used to be. And even most people say that shit, they want to test that gangster in him. Literally, like, motherfucker, you want me to show you? Okay, bitch. Like, and then you find out real quick when somebody wants to stand up in your fucking face, you're like, oh, never mind. Yeah.
You know what they say? You play pussy, you get fucked. So if motherfucker want to play pussy, that's what they asking for. You know what I'm saying? Play pussy, get fucked. So you want to play like I said, bro. Like motherfuckers want to be gangsters, so it's time to do gangster shit. Well, now it's time to do gangster shit. So let's see.
And not many motherfuckers literally dedicate their life and their life message on doing better and living the redemption lifestyle to literally living where you work. You want like you sold yourself a lot short, Dad, on that shit. Literally, and this is just coming. I'm not blowing this out of 48 hours straight, maybe sleep, and then when you was when there was barely anybody at the fucking shop, especially when it snowed, you were one of the few out there pulling motherfuckers up, going and doing service calls, not breaking. And even you didn't have the fucking money like you at least had close. We fucking deal out with you.
And you all gotta remember, that's that man that's gonna come and save your life or pull you out of somewhere, do some shit like that. Like you never know. You might say fuck that man today, and then 2 years from now, go down the road, that man may pull up and look at you and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you never know when you're gonna need that person, bro. Like for real. Like Jay, I know if I was in this same situation, and Jay's already proved it, like I could reach out to him, Jay, I'm going through some shit. I need da. Jay wouldn't hesitate. So all them guys that had said they had Jay's back and all them people, man, like man's asking for some help, bro, for real. Like shit, it kind of pissing me off because I was in the same type of situation, asking for help. Nobody wanted to be there. But then when I'm doing good, everybody got their hand out type shit. Nah, fuck you can't be there when I need you and when I'm going through bad. You can't be there in my good times.
Yeah, and that's why I love the fact that, and once I get when Richie's logo is gonna be up there with my. There's a lot of people that are sponsors on me, but I don't have anything official. Richie's one of them. Shout out to Country Boy Kev and D Ward for real for believing in me, because that speaks back to what SP said. A lot of people that I've been fucking with, yeah, really. Where the fuck was y'all at before I got sponsored, y'all? Nobody wanted to pop up. Then he was like, oh yeah, where was all y'all motherfuckers at when this was what I did for 6 months straight every fucking day by my damn self? No music, just me sitting there talking about life. He popping in whenever he could. Mike D popping in whenever he could, talking about fucking life, because unfortunately, a lot of y'all do not talk about it. You play.
You scared to talk about it, or you try to put a Band-Aid over it and think it's going to coat. Look, getting high, drinking, whatever you do to fucking succumb that shit, bro, next morning you go wake up, it's going to hit you 10 times harder. I did it, man. Walking proof, tried to self-medicate, exactly, deal with shit.
Sit there and go work for 20 hours, come home covered in fucking grease, sleep in a fucking chair for an hour straight, get up, do it again, because you ain't got nobody to fucking rely on but your damn self.
That's what you call taking initiative, bro.
Because Eric was, he shout out to Eric for real. Eric's a good dude. Eric was the only mechanic we had that was reliable. Me and Rich were the only ones before I was, got so wrapped up in my life that I lost concentration, that we knew showed up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We get home, bro. We might be done about midnight, boss? And then I go home, if even midnight, I go home, sleep, and then we be back at it 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. But he'd be at it every day. I had to take, because sometimes I had my daughter. Then we got to the point where she went with me. But this is not a job that
was to pick up or the tow truck again today.
And people don't realize, people like getting that so like of all this, like people who need it. Then you got people out who bust his ass like that, who's paying taxes, who's getting into shit, like people who don't really need it. Like that's what goes back to this man needs some help, y'all. Like for real, that shit pisses me off more and more I think about it, because I don't know, it touches a nerve too, like Jay said, bro. Because there was a lot of people counting me out, an underdog, and then when shit turned around, everybody now like, hey SP, hey, what's up, bro? Nah, fuck you, nigga, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
Realize that we did that. Y'all like, oh, they're talking about me. Yeah, we probably are. And
probably are.
This is
shoe fits wear it.
These are 3 people. Y'all saw Stacks on earlier, but that's 4 people that you see. Well, Ken's right here too. That we usually talk every day, laughing at y'all like, oh, did you see this person trying to kiss my ass now? Oh yeah, they're the same motherfucker that wanted to sit there and try to set you up. Yeah, we see.
Yeah. Hey, listen, y'all. Hey, that Facebook trolling, all that trolling shit, it was fun when it came. I mean, y'all got to do something better with y'all's time, bro. All that energy y'all putting that trolling shit, and like I said, this rap beef and all that shit. TJ was talking about that shit today. Hey, look, man, take that energy
in the fucking mouth.
Yeah. Take all that energy y'all got for beefing and shit, put it into something positive. Put that shit into something constructive, bro.
In my life, ever heard anybody actually openly say how I feel on a person without saying it? Because I always said shit like that and got told you can't say that. Till I heard this dude first time, he's like, "Fuck that, dude! You forgot you can't get punched in the fucking mouth." I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he's like, you can't get touched, motherfucker.
What I always tell him, Jay, they talk about, oh, you hurt my feelings. Well, it's better than hurting your chin.
Like females used to say, you maybe have bad self-esteem. How in the fuck how do I make you feel about yourself? It's self-esteem, motherfucker.
I remember when you sitting there talking about fucking Matt, man, and that dude was sitting, and especially me, Richie, man. He's like, man, you sitting there, y'all crying about females that cheat on you, dumb fucks. Like, go fucking work. Just go make some money. Like, nah. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, you talking about the same Matt that I sold a car to help him get back and forth to work, never showed up again?
Yep.
You want to call the cops?
Sit there and threaten to beat my ass, and even I was helping get his car up.
The cops said, oh, he took my car.
we were sitting down there at the court. We were about to go do some shit, and we all like, "Oh hell!" And I was like, "All right, we can't go." Like, why? Because Matt's about to call the cops. Like, oh fuck, here we go. And we all just sitting there watching this shit. They never came down and saw these. Like, so what's up? Gave him paperwork, showed him. It's like, oh well. So yeah, because every time anybody wanted to try to get him set up, we would come. He'd do the. They expect him to be violent and crazy. Nope. He handles
the
the
phone call I got was, if you don't come give him the car back, you're going to go to jail for receiving stolen property. I said, okay, I accept your offer. He said, excuse me? I said, just do me one favor. I said, call help because I really don't want to have to beat your old ass up. So when I come pulling around the corner, around the corner, I slid a mouthpiece in, rolled out of the truck and said, okay, who's first? Oh, hold on a minute. Let's talk for a second.
See? Hey, look, you poke a fucking bear in a cage with a stick. What do you think it's going to do after a while? You open that cage up.
The crazy part is, like, when me and him would go out, everybody's like, oh, well, Jay's, nah, I'm going to sit right behind him. If he can't get you, fuck, I'm going to make sure you stay the fuck down so we can.
Exactly.
And I don't even fucking need you. I'm going to make sure nobody else is going to sit there and feel froggy because you know what?
Yeah.
There are real motherfuckers out there that walk and breathe what they say, and y'all are really rattling some, like SB just said perfectly.
Keep poking that bear, bro. You gonna get what you want.
What's going to happen when you come face to face with the motherfucker you've been speaking on? Or you feel some kind of way, or you want to get, because a lot of people, Ricky does this, I do this too. It's why we will pick, if we can smell bitch, we will see how far of a bitch you really are.
You ever seen a spider? Yeah, listen, bro. You ever seen a spider monkey jump? You ever seen one jump on a grizzly bear in the woods? You better help the grizzly bear. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of time, like, bro.
Especially if we're in a bad fucking mood, we've just had the really shitty day, and we're just like, you know what? Let's pick on somebody.
Hey, listen, man. The first one, you're gonna get it.
This shit on here and actually doing this shit in public and making somebody fucking sit there and either piss their pants or like, I gotta hit him now.
Yeah.
You really want to hit me? Come
on.
Hit me. What's gonna happen when I hit you? I'm gonna show you what the fuck's about to happen. Come on. I will bend you over and fuck you sideways. And it's a whole different to say that in front of somebody with their girlfriend.
Yeah, and the whole time the whole time you talking.
Never in my life. And my dad's a badass. Don't get me wrong. I never met anybody in my life that actually lived and breathed the same way I do until I met him and see him do this shit. And you literally had him right there and me on the other bar stool just laughing my ass off, and my girlfriend sitting there getting pissed. Like, Jay, get your friend. Why? So I can sit there and join him.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, bro. Like, that's what a lot of people don't understand, bro. Like,
when my car broke down, he's like, "I'm gonna let you drive the fucking truck with all my shit on it just to piss her off." I'm like,
"Yo, man,
you know what? Fuck it, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it."
But y'all, I need to get off here.
Listen, it's your life. You make whatever decision you want.
Yeah. Hey, look, hey, listen, Mr. DeMarco, it was nice meeting you, man. Jay's going.
I sent you his Facebook and everything that we can lock in with him.
I'm gonna send you my number and shit, Jay. So you'll have it. He'll have it. Everything. Like I said, I'll be trying to post that tonight, so everybody's in the chat. Watch online for that. The petition. Get this man some help, bro. Like, for real. Like, it starts here, and it can make a bigger drastic change if everybody we got to get this shit done, bro, because it's gonna keep going on, bro. Like I said. Me and Stacks gonna do what we gonna do, and y'all do what y'all can do, for real.
Yeah, right. Really, what happened to everybody that's missing and just happening now to end it on that. Somebody that helps promote for at least over 500 different entities all over the fucking world has found a way to make it to where he only has to focus on at least just 5. What I had to do with a lot of time on what I did with what. So what's going to really happen when I have time to just focus on really what the core is? So, if you really interested in jumping ship, what the fuck ever I don't really care no more, y'all. I'm really gonna I'm still gonna keep doing this shit, but again, I have zero time for dumb shit. But till Tuesday, y'all, definitely please help us with GoFundMe. I will be live at 2:00 Eastern time, to talk about substances and why people should not use band-aids to make fucking excuses. And then I'll be live with my homie Wisco Sin at 8 p.m. Everybody, if you were sitting here and watched the whole time, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for nobody blowing up the fucking chat asking me to play your fucking music, because this was not what that was for tonight. If you still think that all I do is just I'm here to fucking play your shit for free, please, right now, leave. That's not what we do on Straight Savvy. That's not what this is. This is a fucking voice for the voiceless and for people to meet people that they never thought they would possibly be able to. Because I started out from nobody and I met people I never expected. So why not find more people like me? And so many people talk about the lifestyle they lived. So many people actually live it. I have never stopped. It's just progressing in front of your eyes. You want to see how this shit? Well, Facebook's deleting old lives now, so you probably can't. But I'm almost at 100 lives on YouTube, so those aren't going anywhere. But thank you, Richie, for real. I wasn't just saying everything I said tonight to make him look. This is really the person that inspired me to be what I am, and he deserves the help he can. We're gonna keep fighting no matter what, even when no, we ain't gonna I ain't we ain't ever gonna stop fighting at ever. So everybody else, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see y'all Tuesday. Good timing. I just hear babies go, so I gotta switch over from savvy mode to dad mode. Y'all have a
Diaper
wonderful
duty.
All right, Pop. Hey, look, nice meeting you. Hey, Jay, if you need anything, bro, if Pops, you need anything, I'm gonna shoot y'all my number. Shoot
right.
Smokehouse number 2. Don't be hesitate, day or night. Reach out, bro. Even just somebody just talk to Mr. Marker, hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. Thanks,
I got you,
nobody
bro.
believes in y'all. I fucking sure do. If you're gonna do it, nope. You're gonna do anything, do it straight savvy. If nobody believes in you, I sure as fuck do. Y'all have a wonderful night. I will see y'all Tuesday. Dad, I'm sure I'll talk to you before then. But everybody else, Smoke, appreciate you always. Smoke is doing his thing. He's got some beats working up and cooking up.
Hey, y'all tap into that, man. That shit, he got some fire over that motherfucker, bro. Hey, Jay, like I said, you need anything, bro, hit me up. A phone call away, bro.
Yes, sir. But y'all, if I don't hear from y'all for the rest of the night for a little bit, my phone's about to die, and I need that baby just got home. So I will call you. I will talk with y'all whenever I get done. But y'all have a wonderful night. Peace, y'all.
All right.